Hell. Where did I put Viking? Okay, good. I have his notes here. Excellent. All right. So, is everybody good to go?
Thanks, Stokes.
So-
said be right back.
Okay.
So right now, my character can lift up 960 pounds. At level 6, because if I pick the bear aspect, that will double to over 1,900 pounds. And by the way, Bagels, I already told them it was like even the person who does all the rulings for D&D was like, yeah, they stack. Okay.
I read that. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's so OP. Like, why would you do that? Okay, my character will be able to pick up a metric ton.
He probably doesn't see it being OP.
Bro. When a guy can literally pick up the entire cart, you know something's messed up. I still find it funny that the Totem Warrior Barbarian is like a druid style barbarian.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, I could pick up like Sorcerer or another spell casting because I have ritual spells. Because the prerequisite is spell casting, right? And ritual spells are spell casting.
So we're just waiting for
the barbarian airdrop. Yeah.
No, we're waiting for Stoked.
The barbarian airdrop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's the thing. That's gonna be the thing. I'm gonna grab him and chuck him towards the enemy. Barbarian airdrop. Oh, and by the way, with the bear aspect, I will gain advantage when I lift or push or try to break something with that massive amount of strength that I'll have. Yeah, like right now, I just have a regular roll. Level 6, I'll get advantage to it. Oh, great, right? Oh, guys, the cave is collapsing. My guy's like, the fuck it ain't. He just puts his hands up against it.
Like the Hulk.
Rolls a 20. Oh, and by the way, that's pretty much what it's going to be like when he rages out. Because of bear totem, he'll gain... I won't ruin it. I'll wait.
It'll be exciting. Yeah, no worries, man. I'm down. It's gonna be fun.
Okay, I see something drawn all
I
over
forgot
the
to
map.
mention with the attributes, he has a necklace with bear teeth.
Oh, hell. Is that his barbarian
which
in
is
the bed
for
back
his
there?
totem animal.
Is that your barbarian back there?
Well, that's good. I like to add that on my notes here. Necklace.
Yeah,
Shit. Necklace with bear teeth.
which is the resemblance of his, which is like his, yeah, it is a spirit animal, his animal totem.
Oh, Lord. So, yeah. I'm going to have to hide my character after I hold person him from holding someone back. Because he's going to throw a big-ass boulder at my head. Should be interesting.
Man, they better hope I don't hit with that great sword, because at level 4 it's a 2d6 plus 3.
Jesus.
That's why I love the great sword. It's a 2d6.
But you have a 2d6 and then you have a 1d12.
And if I want to try to use a javelin, it's a 1d6. I also have hand axes. Because, you know, a barbarian without hand axes isn't a barbarian.
What do you mean? I don't take a hand axes on my
Am
barbarian.
I right, though?
I don't take hand axes.
Am I right or am I right?
I mean, a barbarian without a hand axe is naked. Because they got to be that Viking warrior, you know. Also, I hope I can some at one point gain a bear mount. That would be legit.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
hey, Bagels. Now,
And
how,
then at level 8, I get mounted mount. Oh, what is that feat?
Combatant?
Yeah, that one. Mounted combatant is so good.
oh, hey, Bagels.
But then again, it's up to you, and you know,
Some might work.
at the end of the day, it's up to the rules too.
Oh, I was muted
You
the
want-
entire time trying to talk to Bagels.
Bro, how much alcohol have you had compared to me?
0.
Whole time trying to
Bro.
talk to me?
Yeah.
What's going on, pal?
I was trying to ask how much did I make from my musical performance?
Give me D100.
Oh, good God.
46.
Okay, that'll be 4 gold, 6 silver.
Hell, I made
And,
back my
you're
damn
back?
silver.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hey, stoked. How much HP you got there, bud?
I got 31. Of,
At level 4?
oh no, my max is 50. Max is
Oh,
49.
okay. I'm at 60, like max right now.
Oh yeah.
Because the rolls. Like, I rolled an 11 for my
Oh,
last
that was
HP.
brutal. Yeah, I was
I was like,
online when you were doing that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that works. And then I upped my constitution with the last one. I didn't take a feat. I just upped my constitution strength, and it jumped it up to 60. I was like, okay.
That's what I did too. I went up. I did strength as well.
Yeah, I did strength and constitution because, you know, a barbarian without a massive amounts of HP is not a real barbarian.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
Oh,
So is
I'm,
everybody present and ready to go?
I've been ready to go since noon, my man. I've been like, let's go, let's go. I haven't freaking played in so long.
Nice. Alan, you good to go?
yep, I got the stream up and everything.
And Chrissy, you good?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, guys, so let's do a little bit of a recap here. Because last session, our adventurers, Violet, Zephy, and Nurmak, found themselves in the cave of a Cyclops, having spending the night there and camping out. Pursuing and pushing forward along the path, they met with the sounds of a rushing river that led them to a unorthodox bridge. It was a tree that was felled and carved down, and on the other side of this bridge, Nurmak and Violet were able to detect something lurking in the bushes. It revealed itself to be a very large and fearsome troll that was actually gnawing upon the corpse of an infant child. After the troll sort of taunted the group as it wouldn't cross the bridge, sort of revealed to them that it wasn't in the most structurally sound condition, and so the battle took place. The bridge collapsed. It was absolute mayhem. Nurmak had a hempen rope attached to his waist, secured to and anchored to the land behind him, and as he was falling, he managed to latch himself onto the ankle of the troll with his whip suspended over the rushing rapids of the river beneath him. The battle continued. Many arrows were shot. Torches were lit. Everything was being thrown at this troll. And I want to remind the party that the troll was not killed, but it was pushed and forced into the rushing river and carried off by the strong current.
It tried to drag me down with it.
They did. the I believe it was Zeppi who peered closely and intently into the nearby shrubs and located an entrance to this cave. It turned out to be an abandoned mine where several other trolls were noticed and seen sleeping. So as to not to disturb them, the group continued on stealthily and cautiously. They found bits and pieces of parchment that revealed that it was a dwarven mining expedition, and it was organized and signed off by Thorin Ironfist. The I believe Zephy was the only one who grabbed several of the crystals.
Yep, I
I
grabbed
believe
9
they
of them.
were the teal, yeah, the teal crystals.
Yep.
And so they didn't want to test their luck, as one troll seemed to be enough of a challenge, and they left the cave and continued on foot along the path, heading south. In the open fields, few trees here and there, a massive elk was spotted. Without hesitation, actually, I should say with some hesitation, Violet launched an arrow, killed the creature, gutted it, field dressed it, collected some goodies there. In the distance, there was some smoke billowing from the tree line, and after several hours of continuing, the sun began to set, and a roadside tavern, the Roaming Wolf, I believe, the only building that has been seen on the high road since Neverwinter, approaching Phandalin. You all entered, seeking to find shelter and room and board for the night, greeted by Marty Ogben, where a one drink minimum was the deal, as this roadside tavern doesn't really seem to get a lot of business. Sitting next to the bar as Nurmak made his presence known immediately, was Desmond, this sort of road traveling merchant, both absolutely intoxicated, and Nurmak asked if he could purchase a whip off of the uh, the merchant. And in a drunken mistake, the merchant handed him a coiled up uh, coil of hempen rope, and Nurmak bought it for 5 silver pieces. Mind you, this was something that happened in the night, and we're going to continue here, so there might be a chance to redeem that. There were two burly men dressed in these cloaks with weird emblems that not everyone was familiar with, but I believe some of you were, and that was that they were from a certain branch of the North Shore Pirate Allegiance, which is essentially the it's like the Night's Watch in the Game of Thrones. So if you were a criminal or they faced some sort of penalties or you fled from military, all that kind of stuff, then you would either be sentenced to death or prison time, but one of the options is that you can serve the remainder of your years with the North Shore Pirate Alliance. And there are many branches of that, as this organization serves to protect the Sword Coast from different threats from all over, from the north, from the west, the ocean side, the east, and to the south. So there are many different branches. So we have two of these sort of guards sitting here having a drink, and they could barely keep their eyes open, and they're muttering to each other in sort of broken conversation. There was a lonely samurai sitting at the middle of this tavern, absolutely gorgeous to the at first glance, an arresting sight at the best of times, and she had these sort of loose robes with a very unique and forgotten emblem of a snapping turtle, a sort of ancient and lost samurai clan. The rest of the party didn't really notice until they began to settle in, but there was a very mysterious figure sitting at the corner by themselves. They were drawing from a pipe, having a drink, wearing this sort of leather trench coat, very dark in colors, matching sort of cowboy hat, handlebar mustache, all grayed hair, sort of shoulder-length gray hair as well. That's very unkept, and their face is just lined with age. They have this sort of somber and menacing look to them. They're very stern, and you can tell that there's some murder in the eyes here. And as the brim of his hat lifted up, he locked eyes with Violet, and he has these sort of piercing, glowing silver eyes in the dark corner, coming from the dark corner of this tavern. And that's where we left off our last session. And I would
Yep.
like to continue right there where we left off. And I
Mhm.
want to just remind everybody that you guys have not taken a long rest yet. So if you guys are going to push on through the night, then you will suffer a level of exhaustion and stuff like that. So you find yourselves in the tavern. Zephy has just played and performed, earning a little bit of coin. And Violet sat down with Licorice, the samurai, and they spoke and traded stories and swapped information a little bit, as Violet was sort of curious, as she was raised by Rose, who was also a samurai, and she wasn't exactly familiar with the clan that the emblem of the snapping turtle represented, and so it was revealed that it was this ancient and lost uh, samurai clan that specialized in theatricality and deception, and that she was smoking this magical pipe, and every time she would exhale and blow out all this smoke, there were hallucinogenic effects, and I believe even Violet suffered from them momentarily, but she quickly uh, recuperated and continued. She was given a bag, a small bag that I remember the samurai lifted up her skirt a little bit, revealing her upper thigh and even her garments, as she sort of pulled out this tiny little bag and put it on the table and slid it across to Violet, and inside was the dust of disappearance. So I just hope that you remember and that you have that on
Yes,
your
I
character
remember it
sheet.
has on there.
Yeah. So continuing here, um, we can say that the last thing you saw, Violet, was this shadowy figure in the corner, and his eyes locked with yours. So what would you guys like to do?
I'm about to do something really stupid.
Are you about to go to that corner?
Are you going to that corner?
Are you about to do that? That's what I
My,
was asking.
he seems like he's
I have
depressed.
to say, sorry, I have to say that Violet was the only one who noticed him, and that she locked eyes with him.
Wait, so I don't know he's there?
You do not know he's there.
Damn, why did you
Hmm.
roll in stealth? I have a 17
So,
passive.
how about the introduction of one 8-foot tall guy, huh?
Oh,
Well,
God.
currently that character is
Resting.
renting a room
Okay.
upstairs. Yeah, and that
All right.
they can come down, they can do whatever they want, but they have decided to keep that discreet as possible with Marty, as per their sort of initiative right now.
Very true.
Yeah.
I think.
But you can do whatever you like.
So, so did he not come from the corner and tip me any gold or silver or nothing?
Absolutely nothing.
What?
Oh
So-
no.
Out of nowhere, an 8-foot tall guy walks down the stairs.
Or you can see this massive barbarian, this Goliath. You actually feel the tavern rumble and shake. At first, it sort of startles you, but you look over and you see Dez, you see the two burly men. Licorice doesn't seem affected, and neither does Marty Ogben, the tavern keeper and the barkeep. And pounding and stomping as these giant boots make contact with the treads of the stairs and sort of making their way down the steps. You see in front of you this 7 foot 11-inch Goliath, this monstrosity of a barbarian. You can see that they're wearing very loose rags. Their eyes are blue and piercing. You can see that it's about the only color that really pops out of this massive character. There are tattoos, blue in color, that represent these sort of flames. I believe they're right across his face. He's got scars all over. He's absolutely littered. And at first, it almost looks like a much larger version of Nurmak, as you see the two sort of standing next to each other, and they're both wearing rags. They're both littered with scars, and they both have a very particular scar right across the chest from shoulder to waist or sternum, and you can see that they both have very little hair. However, this massive 7 foot 11-inch Goliath is wearing this unique necklace with bear teeth all around. And as this menacing figure takes a seat at the bar, the legs of the bar stool are completely bowed under pressure.
Oh God.
I would like to get an insight check from Violet, Zephy, and from Nurmak, please.
Oh, the inside is real.
Yep.
The inside is real.
Versus
The
Zephy.
three,
I mean,
as this massive Goliath takes a seat on this bar stool, and you can see that the legs are sort of bowed under pressure, you see this aura around this character, and it's actually the menacing, fierce look of a bear's face, just sort of cringed and teeth and almost a roar. You can almost hear the roar, and you can almost see this, but it's just something that you're feeling off of this character. And he sits down at the bar. What do the rest? How does everybody react, or
Okay.
what do you do, Vic?
I have zero fear of this barbarian. She's like, he has something to do with nature, and he is good if he has something to do with nature. So Zephy is actually just going to sit down next to Licorice.
Right. Because nature has never been evil. And then, so Vicken pretty much ignores everyone, but he does take a look over to the gentleman of the Pirates Association, and then he looks to Marty's like, "I'll take a water, and I'll pay for their tab," as he points to the two gentlemen of the pirates.
Okay. So that'll cost you 2 gold to cover their tab, so you can dock that
Easy.
off. He
As he said
has
that, I
a
ordered
mug.
another beer.
Okay, beautiful. Nurmak, he serves you up another beer. He takes your empty mug. He swashes it around with some water, empties it into a tankard underneath, and fills it up with water and serves it to you, Vicken.
Vicken will drink it because he's not usual like at a bar drinking water.
Also, I wanted to mention to you, Vicken, because I forgot to mention this, and that everybody else does know this, is that this roadside tavern, the Roaming Wolf, has a horrible reputation because the poor service, they don't get a lot of customers, and even the beer is sort of nasty. It's not very well kept, but it's the best you can get between Neverwinter and Phandalin. So, is there anybody else doing anything here?
All right, am I muted?
What now?
Okay, I'm going up to the table and sitting next to Violet and Licorice.
Okay. As you do so,
Yep.
Licorice takes a draw from her magical pipe and exhales. And I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
14.
No.
Let's see it.
I also need a D100 from you.
Oh, did I fail?
It's not necessarily a failed kind of thing, but
All right.
I guess pretty much to see
see,
how you react
what did you
to
get?
it.
26.
Yep.
Okay. Oops. 1 second. Okay. As you sit down and you smoke is pretty much blown into your face, you just sort of waft it to the side.
Oh no, I just let it go on. I don't.
Waving your
I
hand.
don't. I
Oh,
don't
you just-
care.
Okay. You in a moment you see something shadow-like at the edge of your vision.
Mhm.
Every time you look at it, it sort of disappears. Eventually, it starts occurring a little bit more and more.
Mhm.
And as the time goes by, you can see just a shadow that stares at you with bright, searing red eyes. And
Something about this guy over
then it
here.
disappears.
Oh,
No,
that was a
it's just at
hallucination
the end of
thing.
your vision. Everywhere you look, it seems to be appearing. You seem to be under the effects of a hallucinogen, but eventually it wears off.
All right. So after that,
Which you did pass your Constitution save, but that's why it's not sort of affecting you for a prolonged period of time.
oh, okay. I was scared there for a second. So I'm just gonna really act like it didn't bother me one bit, really, because
Her eyes are almost closed, as she's fairly intoxicated, but she has this smile, and she's still waving around as if you're playing music, and she just says that she enjoyed your playing.
thank you very much. And that stuff you're smoking, it's actually very unique stuff. My father actually has some of this stuff for potion crafting.
She takes another draw from her pipe, and as she blows out these perfect circles, and one goes through the other, and the other, and the other, masterfully. As you can tell, she's a pro. She's been smoking for a while.
I mean, that's a good thing, but that is impressive.
Their own, yeah.
Does she say anything
Mind
about?
you that their clan is they specialize in theatricality and deception. So all these little things that her character has, they're all little bits of, little traits that kind of emphasize her style of her samurai style.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a perception here.
This is a roll that he's just gonna scan the room. Because,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
never know what
You can
happens.
The first thing the first person you notice is the drunken roadside merchant who he's sort of hunched over and he's pretty much sleeping at the bar, but he's still holding his mug firmly in his hand. And Marty Ogbin, the barkeep, he's just got a towel over his shoulder. He's cleaning up some glassware and stuff like that. And Nurmak is beside you, and I'd like to get a Constitution save from Nurmak, please.
Yeah, as he looks at me, I'm gonna just gulp the beer down while looking at him.
Yeah, I had a feeling, buddy, and exactly. I need that Constitution saving throw because I knew you ordered a beer, so here it comes. Oh,
Nice.
buddy, I don't believe it. Okay,
He has slightly more constitution than I do.
As soon as I finish drinking that beer and I put it down, I reach into my bag and I pull out one of the bear teeth I have, and I put it on the table, and I take Vulcan's beer.
Oh,
and start to drink it.
Vicken doesn't drink. He ordered water.
He only has water.
Oh. Well then.
Do you still do it?
Still try to take the water.
Sure, yeah, I put it down and try to take the water from him, yeah, because at this point I'm pretty drunk, because I lost the last one. The last constitution I
So,
failed.
Vicken, you see this barbarian. He is very similar to you in appearance, just much smaller and thinner. But he smacks down this bear tooth onto the bar table, and he's been looking at you as he chugged his drink. As he finished his drink, he smacks down the mug onto the bar top. He smacks down a bear tooth pulled out of his bag, and he reaches over for your glass of water, or your mug of water. What do you
Oh
think?
no. Oh, you think he's gonna let him touch his water? And he sees a bear tooth, and now he's absolutely furious. And now things have changed.
Oh God.
Everyone will have, if people perceive, all of a sudden his veins start to pop out, and his actual shoulders has started to grow fur.
I
And
figure back and I
his
pull my
teeth.
whip out to the side as I see
His
it.
teeth have changed. His teeth have changed to look more bear-like too, because he's
Yeah.
raged.
Okay, so he is raged. He has grown some fur, seemingly from his bare skin and his shoulders. His teeth have elongated, sharpened, and I would imagine his snout is almost pushing out a bit. And Nermac, as you take a few steps back, your bar stool slides across the hardwood floor, and you pull out your whip, which
My
is
whip.
actually a coil of hempen rope.
I try and snap it at him.
And you try to whip it?
I try to whip it, like try to snap in front of him as I'm like
Okay,
moving back
just-
and seeing this happen.
Give me an intimidation check.
Do you need me to do that as well?
Be inside.
Yeah, I would get insight off you, yeah.
Oh, great. A 0, and I still rolled a 16.
Fucking hilarious. So, Nermac, as you take this hempen rope and you go to whip it to try to keep him back, it doesn't really make the same thunderous clap as you get from an actual whip. It's a little bit sort of blunt and faded, and this huge Goliath doesn't seem to be phased and is looking at you menacingly. He has raged, and your attempted whip has little to no effect.
Shit.
Just-
I don't have a
I'm
level
just
3
standing
spell.
there looking at him.
I can't hold
Standing
first.
there looking at him.
I kind of realized at this point that I didn't have my whip because I didn't like go out. It just kind of like raveled.
By the way-
so I'm just
By the way, with
looking at him.
my 15 perception, do I notice the guy in the corner?
No, you do not notice the guy in the corner with the 15.
Is that per se the person I'm looking for?
Couldn't tell you that, but I would get you to give me an insight check.
Oh, great.
So, Vicken, you have been tracking down a particular individual, and like a splinter in your mind, you know where they are. You know that they're not at this particular location, but you would be expecting them here soon. It could be
Good.
within a day or two, but you have a general idea of where they are and where they're headed.
Well, now he's mad. He's walking up to he's gonna grab Nermac and try to throw him as hard as he can.
No, actually, he's drunk. He's gonna he'll try to dodge his grab and jump and go to the side.
Dexterity saving throw.
Hmm?
And I'd like to get a strength check from you, Vickum.
Strength check.
Alright, Nermac. You stagger a bit. You're fairly intoxicated. You've been drinking here for about an hour, if not more. You are firmly gripped with these massive sausage hands. They pick you up and they toss you. Where are you tossing him, Vicken? To the wall, to the
While I'm
side?
in here, can I try and tie?
He's gonna try to throw him this way, and as he's doing it, he's saying, "This is for the bears, you fucking pig."
Give me a D20, Vickum.
D20.
Yeah, D20.
What?
And then Nurmak, you're gonna give me a sleight of hand. Okay, and now Nurmak, I need an acrobatics check. Okay, so
Oh.
you were tossed across the room about 18 feet, so 5, 10, 15, we'll call it there. You
Oh,
attempt
no.
to use your rope to latch on. It didn't take, but you managed to, with the flick of the rope, you managed to flip around and you landed right on a table where these two men are sitting and having drinks. And I would also like to get a dexterity saving throw from you as well, Nurmak. Oh fuck. Okay,
Oh,
Nurmak,
no.
you landed on the table, and their drinks have spilled a little bit, and they sort of teeter to the side, but nothing has fallen and spilled on the table. Both men sort of cheer as their drinks have not been spilled and knocked off.
And I grab one of their drinks and I drink it.
Oh, fuck.
Well, Vicken is now even more pissed off.
I think we should get out the way.
He looks to Marty. It looks like I owe you a lot more than just 2 gold.
Okay. Nurmak, you chugged one of their drinks. You have this ale just dripping from your sort of wispy beard, and it sort of streams down onto your chest a little bit, and you feel invigorated.
Oh
You
no.
are extremely intoxicated at this point. So
I
any
know.
further ability checks or even weapon attacks, the odds are you're gonna suffer some disadvantage here and there as you're really feeling the.
Oh no.
You feel like confident, liquid courage and whatnot, but it'll start to affect your motor skills and all that kind of jazz.
With the rope in my hand still, I'm gonna try and whip it at Dez, like show like.
Okay.
It, like showing attention that it's not that's not the whip. I'm just gonna like jolt it at him. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. So you're gonna. So you're not releasing this thing, or you're tossing the whole thing at him.
No, not really. I'm still like using it like it could be a whip, just kind of like throwing it at him.
Yeah.
It's like a whip still, but
Yeah.
it's not a whip, so it doesn't really.
He
Fly.
do-
It just kind of like.
He's not trying to
Right.
hurt him with it. He's just trying to get it to him.
Right. Okay, sounds good. So give me a sleight of hand for that as well. Oh god, okay. And so what were you attempting to get out of that just by whipping it in his general direction, not hitting him at all, just to try to get his attention?
For him to get attention that he didn't give me a whip. He gave me a rope. I bought a whip.
Perfect,
He
okay.
didn't give me a whip.
So, alright, sounds good. So let's see here.
Dear God. Like chaos
I mean,
ensued.
I really think we should get out the way.
Yeah, especially when one barbarian's drunk, the other's completely stone cold sober.
Dez sort of hunched over and his chin is just sort of nodding up and down. It's just tickling the foam at the top of his drink. And he hears and feels the wind of the snap, the very little snap of the rope. And he sort of shakes his head a bit. He opens his eyes. He's blinking. He looks over at Marty. And Marty's sort of eyeing in Nurmak's general direction. And so Dez turns over his shoulder and he sees you. And he sees this hempen rope. His vision is sort of blurred. So he sort of smacks his head to straighten it out. And he sees your intention with this form of communication, just with actions. And he reaches inside of his bag and he pulls out an iron frying pan and he puts it on the bar top. He reaches in another, pulls out this sort of clay mug. It's got some inscriptions on it. And then he reaches in one more time and he pulls out this whip and he throws it at you. And And give me 1 second.
What the hell? There's a mug with
And
inscriptions
it
on
just lands on the table. And it's right by your feet, Nermac.
Well, I pick it up immediately. I have the.
it. What?
And
So,
then
so
I
you
pick it up
acquired
and
a
hang there.
whip.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm standing there while I'm kind of drunk, staying on the table, drink a beer. Got my whip. I just kind of like get off the table and I walk towards Effie. I'm not really paying attention to the fact that I just got thrown across the room at this point. I'm just walking towards Effie.
Okay.
Oh no, Vicken ain't gonna allow that.
Alright.
He's gonna move and attempt to grab him by the shoulders.
As soon as he gets in that close range of me, I realize he's back, and I use my whip quickly, and I throw it at the pot that Des put on the countertop as I try and grab it and pull it back towards him, so it hits him in the back of the head.
Oh, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
You managed to grab the frying pan.
God.
And can I get a dexterity saving throw from Vicken? And can I also get one from Violet?
Oh god.
Oh, by the way, I may have failed, but I have a reserve, and you already know what's about to happen.
What?
Oh, you'll find out. It's not on the sheet. No! Give me 1
So you
sec.
pull back your whip with the frying pan that's latched in it. It comes flying across the room, and it's about to hit Violet, and she ducks, and it manages to just hit Vicken right in the back of the shoulder.
Give me 1 sec. I gotta
No,
fix on 1
I
sec.
think I'm gonna move away from to barbarians.
You know, I am actually almost tempted to say cutting words so he couldn't get that damn pot, just because. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that though. It would.
Zeppy?
The drunken Nurmak at this
Yeah.
point.
By the way, you just piss him off. I just shrugged an injury. Any injury that could have happened, I'll roll a d12. Yeah, that's 14 damage that I just reduced. So he just looks at him, and now he's even more pissed off that you even tried that. He feels he feels the frying pan like touch him on the back of the head, and
Yeah.
he just like,
Well, I would say that just because of Nurmak's sort of level of intoxication, you wouldn't have suffered any damage from the frying pan coming at you.
aww.
Or bludgeoning, yeah. It's just like he's lucky that it didn't fall on
So I
the
can
ground
keep
and
that, right?
appear
So
to the floor.
I can keep that ability. Okay, good.
Yes, you can keep that ability. I would allow
Alright.
it. Yeah, you're not taking any damage, pal.
Now he's even more pissed off. He's gonna try to grab him by the neck.
Oh god. Give me a strength check.
no.
And Nurmak, how are you reacting? Trying to dodge out of the way, or are you gonna try to resist?
Oh my god! Wait, no, I'm raged. I forgot. I'm raged. I actually get advantages when you rage.
Alright.
What are you?
You're gonna try to dodge. Give me a dexterity saving throw. Okay.
Is this him attacking him or something?
Yeah, Vicken has successfully grabbed.
He wants us to do
Just-
damage too much.
No, I'm going to fucking
And he's
Cut-
successfully got a firm grip around your neck.
no.
Uh oh.
I'm cutting words. I'm gonna say, you don't want to do that. This never ends well.
Your bardic die?
Yep. It's a D6 at level 4, right?
So,
I'm just gonna roll a D6. 5.
So that'd be 14.
Yep.
oops, hold on 1 second.
This is not gonna end well.
No, it's not.
We're in the middle of the freaking room and they're right
It's a
behind us.
D6.
Yep, and I rolled a 5.
At 5th level, it'll become a D8.
All right.
And you rolled a 5. So 5 taking off the strength or taking off the deck save?
No, the strength.
So that becomes
A
14.
14. Yep.
Oh man.
But
So
it.
reaching and trying to grab his neck, Vicken, you hear the words of this small female tiefling say it's sort of distracting you, and as you do so, Nurmak takes advantage of this distraction and manages to just duck down and dodge your outreaching arms.
And as that happens, I kind of step out. I'm like, fine, you can keep his drink, and I start walking back towards the bar to take back my deer. I have my bear claw or bear tooth.
Okay, sweet. So he says you can keep your drink to Vicken. He takes a step towards the bar. He grabs his bear tooth, stows it back in his on his person. Vicken, how are you responding?
Well, he's gonna double check on the 2 individuals, and then he's gonna look at the person who dared. He felt that. He looks at them and he says, "You do that again, you won't live through the night."
And what do you how are you approaching these 2 gentlemen? What are you saying to them?
Oh, he's gonna look at them and he's pretty much just gives them a nod. But he's looking at Violet and the females. He's not too happy with them.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm the only one who did anything.
He doesn't care. He's raged. What do you expect?
I almost got hit with a frying pan. I didn't do crap.
So let me get a perception check from Zephy, from Violet, from Vicken, and from Nurmak, please.
Natural
Nurmak, Can I
1.
get yours with disadvantage? So just give me one more. Oh wow, nicely done, Nurmak. So 4. We got a 15, we got a 16, and we have an 8. Okay, so Zephy and Violet, you're not paying particular attention. Violet, you already know that this individual is sitting in the corner, but Zephy, you still haven't taken notice of them, especially with the commotion that had just taken place. However, Vicken, you've relocated to a new area of the bar, and you've sort of scanned the area. You did interact with these the North Shore Pirate Allegiance guards as well, but you notice that there's a really smoky corner, and you notice that there's a figure sitting alone in the corner. And Nurmak, as you sat down and you turn around, hearing Vicken's threats, you also notice that the smoke was actually moving in the corner of the room as someone seems to be smoking heavily and almost creating a shadow enveloping them with smoke and veiling their appearance and basically just their position here.
Okay.
Before they talk to him, I'm going to actually inquire with Licorice about her theatrical training to help to become a better bard.
Okay. As you inquire about theatrical training in terms of a bard's sort of perspective, she says to you she doesn't have any information on musical instruments or anything like that, but she does say that a lot of the knowledge that was passed down to her is lost, and that she's one of the only living members of the clan, of the samurai clan of the Snapping Turtle. Now, if you were to seek out what was once their temple, that there might be some questions and answers to your questions and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So she pulls out a small piece of parchment. She starts sketching, and then she sort of blinks her eyes as she's also a little intoxicated. She takes another draw from her pipe. She finishes up her sketch. She rolls up the parchment. She pulls out this small little box from her bag, and she has this sort of wax and seal that she quickly lights up, presses, and gives it to you.
All right.
She says, when you're when you're ready, it will unseal itself.
All right. And I will gladly accept it, and I'll stash it away to where it'll be safe.
Excellent.
Oh, and if I find any of your lost knowledge, potentially I will preserve it and bring it to you, since it should be in your hands for you to train future clan. I can't figure out the right word. Holy shit.
Clan members.
Yes, clan members. to rebuild your clan.
He accepts your graces and reminds you to only teach those who are worthy. Just as she has given you this parchment that's sealed in wax, and that it will reveal itself to you when you are worthy.
All right. I am a-okay with that. That will come in time.
Excellent. And what are the rest of you doing at this point?
Vicken is just going back to his room. He'll give a nod to Marty, but that's
Okay.
about it.
Marty just sort of nods his head back, and he continues wiping down the bar top.
So is he working here?
So Vicken, as you step up, go up the stairs, it's a lot of pounding, and the building sort of shakes again. They can hear you close the door behind you, and within your room, you have just a small bed, a small bedside sort of table, one small window, and when you look out, it's just darkness. It's night. There's no signs of fires out there, torches. It's just a very calm night outside. It is raining. You can see that the wind's picking up a little bit as the trees sort of sway. And there's a small little shelf in the corner of your room with several books. A lot of them are just, classic stories, books that people have read all the time, like a lot. But there are some books I would say one book in particular. And can I get a D20 from you, please?
Was that me?
Yeah. Vicken, D20.
Crap baskets.
Okay. So let's see here.
Well, at least I've only had 2 terrible rolls today. I've had 2 20s. Ha!
3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. You see a book that is a little bit torn. It is stained pretty badly, and some of the pages are missing. It is written in common, and you can see that it's called Survival Guide to the Sword Coast. It has very ornate lettering throughout. Has about 655 pages, and it's worth about 10 gold pieces.
Vicken's just gonna laugh reading the
if
title.
you decide to read the book, it'll take you about 6 successes. There's nothing to say you couldn't pocket it and carry it.
He's just gonna pocket. He's gonna laugh at the title, and he's just gonna put it in the pocket.
So
He doesn't care about it.
Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. This is actually 12 successes to read this book.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah, you'd gain a +1 to history and a +1 to survival after completing. Okay. So what are the rest of you guys doing down at the tavern floor here?
Alright, I'm gonna ask Marty. Hey Marty, how much does it cost to stay in the inn area?
For room
Yep.
and board, which comes with breakfast, is 1 gold piece per night.
I say screw that. I go out. I'm gone.
It's raining outside.
I don't give a damn.
I say I'll take 2, and I put 2 colorful pebbles on the countertop, and I start walking towards the room.
All right.
Give me deception. Marty looks at them. He's fairly intrigued by these pebbles, and he accepts them. You have 2 rooms.
And I tell him, "Come on, Violet," and I start walking up.
All right.
Okay. You said it didn't spend any gold.
So, do I see a decently covered tree area like up in this area where I can sleep underneath there?
Survival check.
15.
Yeah, you find yourself. You've adventured before. You know what it's like to be on the road, and you find 2 trees that are close enough apart, but they're very large, thick branches, sort of have tied and grown together. So you sort of find this sort of natural hammock, if you will. And I just need an athletics or an acrobatics check from you.
Oh boy. 10.
Yeah, well, with style, you manage to jump, swing, you gain some momentum, and you flip yourself up a few more levels onto different branches, and you find yourself nestled into this sort of natural hammock that has been created as these trees have sort of overgrown into one another.
And it's not wet at all. It seemed like these trees are naturally getting the water away.
Fairly damp as it will be, but you're not getting rained on. Like the foliage and the foliage and the canopies providing you with a pretty decent cover from the rain.
All right, I have a bedroll. I can use that to put it on the damp part and sleep on top of it instead of inside of it.
Yeah, for
I
sure. I'll
I
take.
I used my backpack as a pillow, and then I will just take my cloak off and just use it as a blanket. Pew, shink. My little poncho. Whew, and I'll sleep there.
Okay, perfect. All right. As you 2 have found yourself a room, Zephy is camped out in a tree. Can I get perception check from Violet and from Nurmak, please? Okay. Uh, and then I need a Constitution saving throw from Nurmak.
Okay. Hey!
Nurmak, you find yourself in your room, and it's very similar. All these rooms are the same, so you have this single bed. It's very cheap bedding. You have a bedside table, some parchment, a candle. There's a small bookshelf with some books, and a small window as well, where you can see the outside, and it's fairly dark, windy, and rainy. Now, it's up to you if you want to do anything in your room before you take a long rest.
I just lay down and I take out the sword I found, the scimitar, and I put it on my chest and I fall asleep.
Okay, just as you pull out the scimitar, there is a knock at your door. But just before this, Violet, you can actually hear the floorboards creak just outside of your door. And with your perception, you can tell and you can sense that something or someone has approached Nurmak's room. And then you hear a very light knock on the door into the room adjacent yours, which you know is Nurmak's. And Nurmak, you hear this very light knocking on your door.
I just, yeah, who is it?
The door opens, and
Up to see why it opened.
yeah, there's this shadowy figure, and you can sort of see as he takes a draw from his pipe, and as the embers glow, you can see that it's this figure that was sitting downstairs, and he actually has brought up a drink for you, and he says to you, "Greetings, partner. May I come in?" And he offers a drink. So he brings you a drink. It's actually just water. He
Take the drink
has
and I start drinking it at first, realize it's water, and I kind of slow down and He'll decide.
Okay, excellent. He finds a small stool that's in the room, and he takes a seat, and he notices the scimitar, and he has this coin that he's flipping between his fingers, and you notice that it's hexagonal in shape. And he has a question for you. He says, "What brings you lot to these parts of the coast?"
We're on a journey. No, we're heading to find information for city. Was it
Giledas.
Giledas to bring back to the capital?
He responds and he says, I've heard some rumors of Giledas. Some say a dragon. Some say it's just a group of bandits. There's only one certainty in this life, and that is death. That being said, we find it's best to remember to live, and remember you'll die. He packs a wooden pipe firmly with smoking tobacco. You can see the small coin just sort of slinks and flips between his fingers. And you can see that the coin actually glows for a moment. And
I
then
take out the sword and I put it out towards the almost trying to catch the coin on the sword.
okay, you can see that the pipe that he's been smoking and the embers that sort of glow from, he's actually lighting the pipe from the coin. And as you pull out the scimitar, his eyes sharpen as he inspects the weapon. How did you come by this?
What does it mean to you? Where I got it from?
He smirks a little bit, and you can see that it's almost painful for him to smile. And he says, "This blade belonged to someone I knew."
Well, we found at the bottom of a pit. One you once knew is no more.
If I may inquire, do you know how they died?
From what we could see there, it was just bones at that point.
Was it a dragon or bandits?
Could have been bandits or could have been a giant. Colossus. A cyclops.
Cyclops. A dragon I could understand. Cyclops, perhaps. But no group of bandits could have bested them. They were skilled. He takes another draw and smokes, sort of fills the room. You can't really see, and you choke on a bit of smoke. And as the smoky haze sort of begins to die down, the mysterious figure is gone. There is a single candle that burns now at the table. That's that bedside table in your room. And you can't really make out what it says, but you can see that it's identical to the inscriptions on your scimitar. And they're sort of, it's almost written into the tabletop. And it's almost glowing. The inscription is almost glowing. And you know, you can't read Thieves' Camp, but it's identical. And as you know, it reads out as best as Violet was able to translate the Devil's Syndicate. And you hear a whisper in the wind that sort of creaks through the house. You can hear the building sort of creak and this sort of draft. And you can hear this whisper carried through the wind. And it's... you hear the words. Where is it? You hear the words, "It seems fate would have you have this weapon now." and there is a new inscription next to the one that you recognize that sort of glows on the table. Now, Violet, just because we were going through that whole interaction, you would have heard the knock on the door. So what do you think you would have done?
I think I'd probably go see what was going on.
So as you step out and step forward down the hall a little bit, it's really smoky coming out of Nurmak's room.
Oh boy. And that means since it's smoky and she saw that person in the corner, it would have to be that person. So I guess she'll go over to see what was ask what was going on.
You see Nurmak sitting on his bed. He has the scimitar he's holding the scimitar out. The room is filled with the smoke, but it seems to be clearing up as there's this sort of awful draft, and you can hear the wind sort of whistling through the creaks as the house sort of creaks through all the cracks of the house. And you can see the inscriptions in Thieves' Cant glowing on this table, bedside table. You make out the Devil's Syndicate, but you make out something new as well. And it reads, Mum Silt. And you read the Devil's Syndicate.
Mom's silt.
Yeah.
So, I got a feeling that's going to be important. But I don't know it though. Shit. Why did I have to be so damn stingy with my gold and just go sleep out there?
Okay, so
Nurmak, Violet has approached your room. She sees these inscriptions. Is there anything that you say to her as she sort of steps in here?
Well, 2 rooms, or we could use one.
I'm gonna turn around and go back to her room without saying anything.
Violet, your room. That was well played, Nurmak. You're really good at getting the character. You've had several drinks. He's just been approached by someone. A knock on the door, and you're like, oh, it's not Violet.
Good grief.
Man. So, Violet, you entering your room, you have the same setup where you have this bed, a bedside table, there's like a stool. You don't have a window on your side, but there is a shelf with several books, and if there's anything you'd like to do in your downtime before you take a long rest, you can do so now.
That's not really much I can do, so I'll probably just lay down in the bed.
Okay.
Oh, I should have
So,
made
Violet,
potions.
Nurmak, Vicken, and Steffi, if you click on your character tokens, and then you type in the chat !/ long rest, press enter.
It's taking a sweet time to catch up.
Did I do it right?
Let's find out.
I don't think I did either.
Long dash rest.
Yeah, I didn't put a long dash rest. I completely forgot that part.
Sorry, I think I messed that up. It's ! long dash rest. Click on your character token, ! long dash rest, and then press enter. Sorry about that.
Did I do it right?
Find out.
I mean, either way, my character's stat, everything should be the same anyway.
Oh, that's right. Well, they would have restored your rage.
Well, I didn't mark it, so. Ha!
Oh, okay.
Am I
Well,
using the
there we go.
wrong dash? What the
Let me
fuck?
see that. !
long dash rest.
I'm not so sure.
It's not wanting to work, period, for me.
Okay. Yeah, for
That
me
right?
either. Let me just
Like that?
let's see.
Oh!
Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's not working for me.
Okay, let me just double check. It might have been an issue I'm having on my settings for the game, so let me just double check it. And I could be wrong. I haven't used this scripting. You know, I don't have that much experience with it. So let me just double check.
Yeah, it's not working. I would have
Hit-
seen my rage gone from 2 to 3.
Ended up
Yeah,
hitting my-
exactly. I'm gonna try to. I might just have the script wrong. Let me just double check it.
Now,
It happens.
after I wake up, can I make potions after I wake up? 'Cause I forgot to do it before I went to sleep. uh, I should have did that before going to sleep.
Okay, let me just see here. So exclamation mark long dash rest. Okay, let me see now.
It worked now.
Perfect. I just had to restart the script.
Nice.
Beauty. Okay,
Oh,
guys,
shit.
I'll be right
Look
back.
at that.
Just give me 1 second.
I hit my elbow on my side table.
Ouch.
That hurt. It was the corner too.
Well, too bad you didn't rage. It would have half the damage.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to see her rage.
Shut up.
Bro, the fact that Nurmak is less of a tank than I am right now. You know that, right?
All right, here we go. So,
Just a little bit.
you guys wake up to the morning. I wanted. So Nurmak, Violet, Vikin, and Zephy, you all wake up. The sun is. You guys had a fairly late night last night, so you can hear for those that are inside, you can hear some commotion downstairs. It's not a lot. It's just you can hear that Marty's probably getting ready to serve up some breakfast and stuff like that. You can hear birds chirping outside. It's definitely the forest is well awake. The outdoors are calling to you. Zephy, you've sort of got a better understanding of what's going on outside, and that being said, you can sort of hear the hoofs of a horse and sort of horse-drawn wagon as it approaches the tavern.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And so it begins.
I'm just gonna ignore that for now. I want to pull out my healing, my potion making kit. And go.
1 sec.
Hmm?
Okay. You can go ahead and pull out your herbalism kit. And are you climbing down from the trees, or are you just doing it up there in the
I'm
trees?
just gonna do it up there since it's pretty sturdy up there.
Okay. So, what ingredients are you using?
Well, I'm gonna try to make another stamina potion.
Okay. So you can go ahead and do so, but just remember that you're adding that +2.
Yeah.
So I think it's a D20 +2.
I've been trying to look up potion making, but they don't have much rules on it. I didn't know if
No,
intelligence or anything would help on
yeah.
it.
No. Mine is all. It's just your proficiency bonus, so it's just +2 to your D20.
Yep. Let's see.
And the only thing that I've done is I've changed the difficulty. So you got a 6. I believe that's a fail.
That is a
because-
fail.
What level are you again?
I'm level 4.
No. On your
Oh, I'm just
Alchemy.
apprentice.
your apprentice, yeah. So you get. I think you need a. What was it? A 12 or higher to get a success?
Yep. Now I'll roll 1 for a healing potion. And I just fell it.
Well,
Wow.
let me double check that. Do you remember if it was a 12? Did you write that one down?
No, I didn't write that down.
Okay, let me just check my chart. I have it here. Give me 1 second. I'll pop it up for you.
I failed regardless. I'm pretty sure it's a 12 as apprentice.
Well, you're not novice. You're apprentice, right? So
Yeah.
they change. Find out for you. And when I give it to you, you can write it down, and then you'll know for sure. Okay, so for potion making, novice is a DC 15, apprentice is a DC 12. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're DC 12, and you need 12 successes, but I think you have that all tallied up. Okay, so yeah, you failed to make a stamina, and you failed to make health.
Yep. Well, without an actual other ability to go to it, it's like 50% chance of making shit. Ugh.
Yeah, when you're at that level, it's difficult. But as you progress, like if you became adept, it's a DC 10. If you became expert, it's a DC 5. And if you're a master, it's a DC 2. So it's like once you get that skill level up, it's worth it. You hardly ever fail.
Yeah, just getting the successes with just a 2 on the 20 is. Oof. All right.
Yeah. As you were making your potions, Violet, you're awake. Nurmak and Vic and you guys are all awake as well, and you sort of smell like bacon, and you can smell just mouth-watering warm breakfast as you can sort of these smells are just sort of wafting through the halls and upstairs into your rooms. Mind you that when you paid for room and board, that breakfast was complimentary, so it sort of seems that breakfast is served, if you will.
When I get up, I want to look at the shelf again, see the inscription if it's still there.
The inscription is no longer there, but you do know that there is a special connection with all these symbols that you've been reading, and with the element of fire. And there was a candle that was lit that sort of revealed that inscription, and that candle is sort of gone out throughout the night. So as you look at the tabletop, it's just bare.
Okay. Is that implying that the candle is casting, though?
In a sense, yeah, you know, in a sense, like you know that these inscriptions have a relationship with fire.
So, like, okay, can I light the candle again? See if the inscriptions are still.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you can light as you light the candle again, and you know, hover it over the tabletop where you last saw the inscriptions. Nothing's there. However, as you wait a few moments, you can see that these inscriptions start to almost write themselves and glow.
I'm gonna take the torch with me to the next bedroom. The same thing on that countertop surface.
There's nothing there.
Alright. And throw away my scimitar and throw all my stuff away and start heading towards the bar.
Okay. Violet, you can hear, and so can you, Vikram, that someone has left their room, and as you could hear them going down the stairs as the floors sort of creak when someone walks. up the
So,
hall.
me being the nearest room to the outside, would I have been able to hear the horse-drawn carriage?
Give me
Or do you need me to
perception,
roll?
Val. Give me
Can do.
perception with advantage. With advantage.
Okay.
Yes, you have been expecting to hear this horse-drawn wagon pull up, and it's music to your ears as you can hear the wagon just sort of creak, and you can hear some murmuring here and there of a male figure, and they've approached this tavern.
Is there a big window?
No, it's fairly small, and you are fairly large.
Great! I was like, is there a way for me? You know what? would it be worth for me to just break a hole to make a hole?
No.
Shush you.
You should.
Alright, I'm gonna get out of the tree.
I guess I'll go ahead
Are
and
you
start
just
heading
jumping down or
downstairs.
casually climbing?
I'm just going to acrobatically get down out of there.
Yeah, I like your style.
A 9. One less than what I
Okay.
did to get up there.
You sort of flip your way down, but a branch sort of breaks. You don't land like on your head or anything, but you miss a very controlled landing, and so you land sort of harshly on the ground. You don't hurt yourself or anything, but it was something unexpected. It caught you for a bit of a surprise, but you landed just fine.
Yeah, she's used to falling out of stuff.
Nurmak, Violet, as you guys are making your way downstairs, you can smell breakfast is served, and Marty has some plates ready for you and some coffee as well that he has made out of dandelion root, and he serves it to you. You can sit at the bar, you can take a seat, but you notice that the bar is empty and that all the patrons have left. As you take your breakfast, the door swings open abruptly, and this sort of pale-faced human walks in. It's their hair is fairly wet. It looks like they've been riding all night through the storm. And let me just see here. Okay, you can sort of tell that this person is completely soaked. They're wearing some sort of animal skin. It looks to be like a dire wolf skin over the shoulders that's attached to their cape and cloak. Their hair is just really wet and slick. Their skin is very pale. They've got these black eyes, and he has this very unique whip, black in color, very tight braids. It seems to be made out of a very special leather, and it's coiled up in his hand. He steps into the bar, and he looks over at Marty, and Marty seems to know him. Uh, he just sort of nods his head and says, "Jin, breakfast for you?" And he responds and says, "I'd love some."
Ah.
Marty quickly makes up a plate for him,
Mhm.
serves it to him, and he sort of scarfs it down immediately. And
As he approaches the bar, I give him,
Yeah.
I say, here, to keep warm, I give him the bear pelt.
okay,
So, can my character just burst through this window now?
I'm at the window.
Yeah, you better get out of the way of the window, because that window's about to get destroyed.
I'm gonna hold person you.
You don't want to do that.
you see Zephy wave at you through the window.
He pretty much waves at to get the hell out of the way.
Okay, I reach and open the window.
Get out of my way.
It's a few stories up there. It's like on the second story.
Oh, okay, never mind. I can't. I'm just gonna go back this
Good.
way. Before he even thinks about it, do anything, I want to look at the wagon. See how well kept
Oh
it
my
is.
God.
Wagon is a little bit. It's got a little bit of wear and tear on it, but for the most part, the mechanical elements are the only part that has a lot of wear. The canvas itself that wraps over the wagon is actually really well built and very sturdy. If you can lift up the canvas a little bit, you'll notice that it's a massive cage. Within this cage, as you sort of decide to peek in, you get growled at immediately by this massive saber-toothed tiger. You can see that there's an owl bear inside the wagon as well. Seems to be a little bit more domesticated, docile, and there is a panther, a an ape, and a juvenile brown bear that seems to be scared from your first.
Oh.
Yeah, the
So
first.
there's 4 or 5 animals in there.
It's a massive wagon. Yeah,
How many animals?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 altogether.
I'm going to give all 5 of my ration. I'm going to use all 5 of my rations to feed all 5 of them, and then I'm going to because you said like the parts of the wagon have seen better days though, right? Like they have little cracks up here and there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be constantly casting mending to fix any small pieces of the wagon that need to be fixed.
Okay, excellent. So while you're taking the time, well, it's fairly instantaneous, but
Well,
take
it's
about a minute or so to cast this,
Uh-huh.
and you
I'm,
can see the splits and the cracks on the wagon start to heal and weld themselves back together.
yeah, it only does like 1 foot on a single break or tear, so I have to do it on every single crack.
Uh-huh. So within that couple of minutes, here comes a giant bursting through the second floor.
Okay, do a strength check.
Can do. Oh, it's a wow. Do you need advantage on that one?
You smash through the window. Marty's head whips to the side as he hears a crash, and he goes running up the stairs. But I'm assuming you're jumping out.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he done
And
jumped out.
athletics and/or acrobatics, your choice.
Oh, absolutely athletics.
You jump out of the window. Your one hand sort of scrapes down the side of the building, tearing chunks of wood and brick as you slow your fall and you land heavily on the ground. A huge thud is felt as almost a small tremor is felt. Um, the Beastmaster is somewhat alarmed, and he steps out.
Mm-hmm.
He sees a tiefling at his wagon, and immediately he's concerned. So he approaches and says, "What are you doing?"
Oh, I'm fixing the small tears on your wagon and all the cracks. I actually have a cantrip called Mending that actually fixes all this type of stuff. So that way your wagon won't break down on the way to your next destination.
He has this bear pelt that's under his arm that was gifted to him from Nurmak, by Nurmak rather, and he
Mhm.
places his hand on your shoulder. He bows his head and he says, "Thank you," and he says,
Nope.
he's like, "I'd like to show you what you're supporting," and he unlocks with this really big metal lock. He puts in a key, twists it, and you hear this click, and he sort of calls out a bunch of names. So he says Tobias, Fifi, and Sam. They all come out. These animals just start pouring out of almost like a clown car. All these
Oh.
creatures come out, except one of them is very hesitant, and he busts out this whip that he has, and you can tell that he gets extremely angry extremely quickly, and he thunderously whips and cracks his whip, and you can hear this juvenile brown bear sort of whimper in fear, but they all sort of step out of the wagon.
Uh-huh.
So you're an animal tamer?
Says, "Yes, the name's Flisto. I'm a beast master. Traveled all over the Sword Coast. These are
Oh.
my prized possessions."
Do you like put on shows with them? Like talent shows with them?
Says, "Yes, in fact, why don't I put on a show for you?" And he busts out this small quiver under his cloak of these arrows, and he starts placing them in a bit of a square here. All right. As he does so, the animals each take a position by each of the arrows. And the only one that's hesitant is the bear, which he sort of whips his whip at, but it's not moving. It seems to be very
Oh,
frightened.
gosh darn it! Oh yeah, build up the Goliath's anger. Do it.
What are the rest of you guys doing inside the bar? Because you can hear Marty coming down, and he says there seems to be some commotion outside.
You don't say.
I guess I'll grab a pita pit and coffee and head outside.
Yep, Marty himself seems to step outside as well.
I follow them outside, and I just kind of stand in between at the doorway.
Oh wait, what if it's
He
the
sort
same
of
bear?
He's got his arms crossed across his chest, and he leans over and he's like, "Now this will be a show. I've seen some of Flisto's animals, but I've never seen anything like this before. These seem to be an exotic bunch." As he does so, Flisto cracks his whip, and you can see that all the animals on each corner by the arrows that were staked into the ground, as he smacks his whip, they all stand on their back legs and standing perfectly upright. And Marty is seen and heard clapping.
Like, oh.
My turn!
Oh God.
So Vicken's seeing all this is absolutely furious. And now he's actually running at the carriage so that he can destroy it and make sure that Azajin can't escape.
Oh god.
Run forward, move your token, give me strength check. Or if you're gonna do it with your weapon, to give me a weapon
Nope,
attack.
I'm raged. I will do advantage with strength.
Okay. You grab it from the bottom. You lift it. The two wheels lift off the ground. In a surge of energy and display of strength, great display of strength, you manage to completely flip the wagon as it spins in the air several times and lands crashing on the floor and breaking into a bunch of pieces.
Oh
I believe
god.
Marty.
Zeppi might feel like her mending attempts were wasted and hurt.
So
I look at
after
Marty.
after he's done that, he lifts his sword and he aims it right at Azajin. And he's like, Azajin Flisto, I'm here to collect your bounty.
I look over at Morty and I say, "You're right. It's getting good."
Meanwhile, Maya was just eating her breakfast.
Flisto takes his cloak and he flips it off and reveals his under armor, which is actually a very pristine scale mail. He has this sort of leather strap that's attached to this almost satchel that's in the shape of a book square, and he busts out this whip, and then he has a small dagger in his on his off hand, and with a very quick, masterful flick, the dagger goes from upright position to reverse grip. He steps back as he kicks up a little bit of dust from the road, and he's in a sort of defensive fighting position. And at this point, I'd like to get at least those who are going to jump in on this initiative rolls, please.
Yikes.
I'm gonna roll initiative so I can comfort the black bear.
Oh, wait. Where's the turnover's not up. That's why. It should be a.
Oh my gosh, the animals too.
Because they're try not to kill them. I can use them.
So pretty much what you're saying is aim for the guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, where's the wagon at? Where did it land?
Dude, it's destroyed.
I can still mend it. It'll take me forever, but I will mend it.
Take you quite a while, yeah.
Why did it?
Okay, let's see here.
I did roll, but I'm not actually gonna like at this point intend on fighting. But I might jump in.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you can just take your order on the turn initiative as you.
Oh, great! 1 person versus 4 creatures. Great. Oh God.
Are you fighting the creatures or
Okay,
fighting
so
him?
starting off,
Oh, I'm fighting all 4. I'm fighting Tobias, Joanna, Fifi, and Jin.
all right. So starting off this
Unless
initiative,
Sam's a part of this.
I mean, we don't know what's
is-
going on. You just kind of yelled at this guy and started to fight. So
I pretty much said I'm here to collect your bounty.
I guess.
All right. So the first thing that's going to happen is Sam the ape is going to pick up this arrow that's in the ground, and he's going to lunge at you, Vicken.
Oh,
So give me a second here.
This should be entertaining.
At least he's already raged.
Uh-huh.
Okay. 2 fist attacks. Here we go.
Miss and miss.
Okay.
So pretty much as it happens, my character just sways at the movement of the big beast because he's used to it.
Exactly. As these 2 huge arms come clawing at you from left and right, you're able to sort of step to the side and then step to the side again and dodge both attacks. Quickly up is a saber-toothed tiger, which lunges forward.
Oh my gosh, you could jump over and set. Oh, okay.
Well, keep in mind I fed all of them, so I'm kind of on slightly friendly terms with them.
Did the turn order go to the right order?
It did.
Kinda.
Where's Violent?
'Cause it's
I rolled a
18 points at the
22.
bottom.
Oh, I see.
She
You
isn't
guys
in the
rolled a
fight
little bit.
technically. They're technically not in the fight, so
Well, yeah,
No.
just saying, like, 'cause
No,
it
that's
didn't
right. I'm
agree
gonna-
to, yeah.
I'm gonna let Violet go first. I just don't think I had them all in the turn order when I descended it. So
I don't
yeah.
know what Violet was going to do in this situation.
What would you do, Violet, in this situation?
Well, probably I'll move back in a corner just in case, because she did hear the word bounty, but she doesn't know why he has a bounty on his head. So probably move back and pull out her bow to be ready just in case.
Okay.
So,
So where are you moving to? You going to hide in a bush?
I'll probably move back in this little dark corner over there.
Okay.
Right
Nice.
here.
Do you want to ready an action for a particular scenario?
I guess maybe ready in action just in case one of the animals. Well, I don't know.
Well, if they attack me, they're dying.
I'm probably just ready in action just in case one of the animals try to attack Zephyr and Nermac.
Okay, perfect. That makes sense. That being said, Joanna is up. The saber-toothed tiger. And it's going to... let's see here. It's going to claw. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. It's going to claw at you, Vicken.
yep.
And I need a strength saving throw from you as well.
Well, luckily I have advantage on that.
Beauty. So you pass that, so you don't get knocked prone. And as a bonus action, it's gonna rock a bite. So does a 16 hit you?
I have 15, so anything above that
Okay.
hits.
So the claw attack hits you. You take 9 slashing damage,
Half.
and
You want to take 4 or 5 from that?
Oh, half you'll take 4. I like to go round down when it's players and I round up when it's you guys doing it. And then the bite attack, you'll take 12 piercing. 1 second.
Okay.
Oops. And you're gonna take 6 points of poison damage.
From a
And
saber
then-
tooth?
Yeah, that's what these arrows were put it into the ground for. You're gonna get. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Wait, is using the arrow to attack him?
Beauty. So you are not poisoned, but you did take a little bit of poison damage. So you take 6 poison, 12 piercing, 9 slashing. The 12 will. I think you're resistant to piercing as well, right? For rage.
Oh, I'm resistant to everything but psychic due to my totem.
Okay, even poison, so you'll only
Yep.
take the 3.
So
Okay.
13 damage total.
6 plus 4 plus 3, yeah.
Wow. That could have been
Alright,
so
and
much worse if I weren't a barbarian. Oh, of the
next
totem
up,
warrior.
we have Nurmak, who is seeing these creatures lunge out at Vikin, who seems to be taking them all on.
I'm just gonna. I walk over to the corner, and then I'm gonna hold position, ready with my whip to do something when I see fit.
Are there any particular circumstances that you wish to, attack if you see anything go down?
Oh, something tries to lunge at Vicken again. I'll try and stop it from happening. I'll try and pull it off or.
Perfect. So the moment another attack strikes at Vicken, you're going to react with an attack.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Beefy is next, this Black Panther. And it is going to lunge out at you as well, Vicken.
And as he does that, I try to I snap my whip in front of it as trying to stop him, confuse him or get his attention.
Okay. Give me I want to say, let me just check. I would say give me an intimidation check, Nurmak.
This background music sounds familiar.
Skyrim.
Okay,
That's what I
excellent.
thought.
So you're gonna give this panther disadvantage.
What background music? I don't hear anything.
You probably
Did you,
haven't
son?
muted. You probably
I
haven't
have
muted.
muted locally.
Yeah.
I don't know if I did or not.
You can go to your jukebox. Oh, sorry. Go to your settings on Roll20 and make sure that your master music volume level is maxed out.
Oh yeah, it's Matt.
You probably just have the tab muted.
Possibly. But you've provided disadvantage for this panther's attack. It's going to lunge out towards Vic in here. But because of its position, it's just going to be attacking at normal.
Oh, you dudes in flanking. I forgot.
Yeah. Let me see here. Why isn't that working? Ah, there you are.
This isn't Skyrim.
No, it was at first.
This is Dragon Age.
It was at first, yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be a claw attack, and then I need a. Oh, that didn't even hit, so that's okay. And then you get a bite as a bonus. So that'll hit, and you'll take 3 points of piercing.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just 3?
Yeah, just 3.
10 4.
Okay. Isogen Fleesto is up here. And he's going to attack. Let's see, he's going to strike you with his whip. Yep, he's got enough distance.
That ain't gonna do it.
Nope. And let's see what he can do here. Wait, is Goliath considered giant?
I'm a giant kin.
Okay.
Give me 1 sec.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
I'm
What
just,
do you need to know?
I'm just glad he didn't hit me.
If you were humanoid or human or whatnot.
He wants. I'm not sure on that. I assume humanoid, but you know.
Oh, I got
Okay.
the perfect ploy. Holy shit.
As a bonus action, you can see him murmuring this incantation, and he casts Zephyr Strike. So he moves like the wind, and until the spell ends, his movement won't provoke opportunity attacks. And once before the spell ends, he can get advantage on a weapon attack roll, and that will deal an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit. Whether you hit or miss, the walking speed increases by 30 feet. Okay, sweet. So he gets a little bit of movement here. So doing so, he's going to step over here and surround you. Next up, we have Tobias, this giant owl bear. He's going to come
Well,
charge.
at least the owlbear doesn't have room to. Oh, apparently he does.
Can he get by me?
I'm going to shove you out of the way here, so I'm going to need a dex saving throw.
Lord. A natural 20. Beat that.
Imagine he gets a natural 20. Oh,
The owlbear
Alright.
cannot move me. It missed.
no, you dodge out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you dodge out of the way.
I was gonna stand my ground and say no, you can't move me. but I moved. I moved.
Perfect. And now let's see here. For the owl bear attacking you, and it's going to get advantage from flanking. One with its beak, one with its claws.
Hit.
Alright.
Okay, so with that, as soon as that applies, it's what, 9 damage? I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance. And that's
Okay.
gonna be reducing. You know what? I'm gonna reduce that 5 to complete nothingness. With Stone's Endurance, that's 15 damage that I just reduced with one attack as a reaction.
Alright. So normally you would take 7 plus 2 plus 10, so it's 19, but you are resistant, so that'll be...
And also reducing the majority of it, so it's gonna be what, another 4?
Well, normally it's 19, but you have that, so we'll call it like 8 or what would that be? 9, I think. 9 plus 9, 18. We'll call that, so 9.
Well, I think I only reduced one of them, so.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm reducing completely the 10 that's there.
Okay.
Which would be only 5 because of the half damage.
I see.
Because I would have reduced a complete 15 damage.
Okay.
So,
But you're only choosing the one.
because it's pretty sure that's how Stone's Endurance work.
Let's
You
see.
only
Post
choose
it in
one
the
attack?
chat.
See what I mean? That's pretty much what it says. When I take damage, I'm choosing after the second one. Once I take the second one, I'm reducing it to zilch.
Okay. So instead of 9, you'll be taking 4.
Yep, I already have it calculated.
Beauty. Okay, excellent. Next up, we have Vicken.
Pissed off, he looks at Jin. He's like, "I'm going to take your head alive or dead to Candlekeep.
Alive or dead? What?
Dead or alive to Candlekeep. It's your choice."
Callisto responds and he says, "He'll never take me alive.
Good. So he's going to choose to recklessly attack Jin, which means I gain advantage, but every other attack that comes at me, I have disadvantage on. Wait, they would have advantage. Doing
No.
so.
When
There it
you,
is.
there you go. Everyone hitting you will have advantage after you use it.
I know. But that's the beauty of it. He's
Yep.
going to attack Jin with reckless attack.
Oh wow.
That was weak.
That didn't hit him. He
Oh,
managed
great.
to
Looks like
dodge-
I'm dead.
He managed to dodge underneath the great swing of your great sword. And is there anything else for you on your turn, Vicken?
Actually, with the bonus, he's going to try to grab him
Good. Give me a strength check.
with advantage.
18. Oh yeah, you grabbed him. And where are you throwing him? Or are you throwing him down?
Oh, no. Oh, he's going to try to suplex him. Suplex City with the big guy. Because, one person couldn't manage it. At least this character can.
With the bonus action, you won't get to do damage, but I imagine you'll be knocking him prone with that.
Oh, he's going to suplex him right into Tobias.
Okay, nice. So he's getting thrown out over here. And Tobias gets knocked back a bit. Perfect.
Is he in the fire?
And will he,
Oh my
he
God.
go prone at that?
Oh, because my character?
No,
Oh,
Listo.
Absolutely, because it's a suplex.
That's what I was thinking.
It was more like a German suplex where he grabbed him from behind and he tossed him.
And just, splattered him on the floor. So, is that EOT for you, Vicken?
Yep, that's all I got.
Hey, Zephy, you're up.
Alright, Zeffy's gonna ask. Well, no, she's gonna say, she can fix your wagon, but do you actually have a bounty on your head?
Yeah, he responds and says, "Who made Candlekeep judge, jury, and executioner? I'm nothing but a humble beastmaster."
Oh,
I.
so humble. He's gonna look at Zeffy. So a humble beastmaster steals books.
And yeah, he's gonna have to give you deception.
Oh,
I barely
What
beat
do
it.
what do I need to do for that?
You can tell that
Oh wait,
you can tell that they're false, and that what Vicken has spoken seems to be true to you.
Alright. In response, I will say, Violet Nermac, this guy actually is a thief. He's lying through his teeth. I'll let y'all handle it, and I'll go over here and start fixing his wagon.
he looks to Zeffy. Keep that bear safe. I need that bear.
I will encourage the bear to come over then.
Give me an animal handling check.
Oh no.
A natural one.
Oh god! As you try to.
I did feed
entice
him. I
the
did
bear-
feed him earlier.
Yeah, but this thing is completely scared as well.
He looks to the bear.
Especially
he-
with what's going on.
Okay.
He's in my character in a rage motion looks at the bear and he flashes his bear tooth amulet as in he's showing off his spirit, the animal spirit that he was
Animal
ingrained
handling
with.
check.
Crap. Let me change that to normal.
Alright.
It's just like, look at what I am, bear. Follow the girl.
As you do so, the bear seems to understand what you're saying. You seem to have some form of communication with animals, and it takes a step and follows Zephy.
Alright. And I go down here and I'll be out of combat for the rest of
And then-
this.
He looks to the other two. Try not to hurt the animals.
Next up, we have Violet.
Okay, I'm probably gonna try to hide in the shadow. None of the animals come near me when I attack that dude.
Okay.
They won't because they'll gain. I'll have an opportunity attack on them. On all of them, I think. Oh, actually, Tobias will get one on Nurmis, or Nurmak will get one on Tobias. So, hey.
Um, I guess I'll just attack the dude then. With my short bow.
You're gonna be rolling a disadvantage for he is prone.
Oh, dang.
You could just go for normal with your. If you just decide to not
Yeah.
hide.
No, any
Wait.
range when you shoot with a bow and someone's prone, that's
Mhm.
disadvantage.
But
Can I use steady aim to make it normal?
Yes, you can.
So now I'll use steady aim.
Do you
then.
have sneak attack?
She
Yes, I
does.
do.
Oh, use it because I'm already right beside him. So,
Ooh.
where's that sneak attack damage? I don't see it. Or is that the
It's a
3?
miss as the arrow sort of skips on the floor just shy of the Beastmaster.
Oh, so 15 doesn't hit then. Okay.
As the Captain Tapas from the Gungan say, it's ouch time for me, at least.
Is
time.
that EOT
You-
for you, Violet?
Captain Topo, you know
I
him,
don't
right?
know what else I can do because I still have my bonus action, but there's not really much I can do.
Well, you use your bonus action to do steady aim,
Oh, that's right. So yeah, it doesn't turn then.
and you lost movement because of steady aim. But
Well, I'm not going to be moving anytime soon.
perfect. Okay. Next up is Sam, the ape, who is going to strike at you, Vicken.
With advantage. All attacks on me are advantage this turn.
Right.
Oh my gosh, a 20. I
Oh,
mean,
just
it
hit.
hits anyway.
I'm just gonna roll one more time for that. So
It hits anyway.
and then I'll give you that one.
Okay.
So the 23 hits.
Uh-huh.
You take 8 points, but it'll be 4 of bludgeoning. And an extra 4 of poison damage. And I need a constitution saving throw from you. Okay. You failed the constitution, so you're poisoned. A poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
With what?
You're now poisoned, and you have disadvantage on your attack rolls and ability checks.
So pretty much if I use strength, it's just neutralized. Okay.
It's just neutralized, yeah, because you have advantage, so you're back to normal now.
Oh, great.
Yeah. As you feel the ape's claw at you twice with its fists, one of them was holding this arrow that was tipped with poison, and it pierced you, and you can feel it quickly entering your bloodstream as you feel this sort of chill run through your veins, and you can sort of feel your nervous system beginning to shut down slowly.
And he's gonna stare at the gorilla and be like, "You're seriously gonna follow this bullshit guy?"
You can give me an animal handling check with that.
All right.
Ability checks, I believe, are a disadvantage.
Yep.
You want a second roll again?
Yeah, just roll one more time. We'll take the lower. So 13.
13.
Yeah. So the ape seems to be more bonded with the Beastmaster than your words of persuasion, or at least of reason.
Great.
Johanna, the saber-toothed tiger.
Why do I get the feeling I'm gonna get knocked out before anything even happens?
The tiger is going to make an attack. Let's see, it'll get 1 claw, and as a bonus, 1
Okay.
bite.
The bite hits.
Just the bite. 13, so that'll be 6 piercing damage.
Wow, I've already lost over 34. I've already lost 34 HP. Wow. Oh wait, it's because it's just me. Go figure.
As you see this massive saber-toothed tiger lunge forward, it tries to strike with a claw, and Vicken was able to block it with the flat side of his massive greatsword, but it quickly lunged forward with its deep fangs and bit into Vicken. You can see that he's injured.
I yell over to him, split the bounty?
Ooh! Oh,
Sure.
fucking golden barbarians! What did you respond with, Vicken?
Yeah, huh? Sure, he
Yeah.
says.
Sure.
With that,
Nerman.
I take out my fishing net and I go to throw it around Fifi.
Okay. That being said, that's gonna be... Just give me a weapon attack with the javelin. The 18 for Fifi, that definitely hits, and because you use the net, it will be restrained. I just need to do a strength check for you. 1 second. For Fifi, strength check. Okay. And can you also give me a strength check, Nurmak? Okay.
I'm going to
So
cutting
I'm gonna say-
words that is
Oh, yeah. Okay. Give it to
D6.
me, Zephy.
3 is matched.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Nurmak if it's matched. And I'm gonna say that Fifi is restrained. And that means that their speed is 0. Attack rolls against them have advantage, and they will have disadvantage on attack rolls and dexterity saving throws. Nurmak, you used your bonus action to toss that net, so if there's anything else you'd like to do for standard and movement, be my guest.
And then I move up to Rajan and I attack him with my sickle.
Give me a weapon attack at advantage, one more. Okay, your 26 hits, and you have savage attacker, so I'll take the 10 for slashing.
Okay. And then I'll end turn there.
Okay, EOT there, perfect. Fifi's up, has to break through. And I need to beat that 10. Where are you, Fifi? Strength check. Ooh, it's wrestling around in this net and can't quite get free. Still restrained. Flisto is up, spending half his movement to break prone. He's up, turns towards you, has... What did I cast last time? Zephyr Strike.
Uh-huh.
I have advantage on my attack, and I deal an extra 1d8 for so okay. Advantage on my attack.
That hits. 7, so 3.
And 1d8. And you take 7 points of force
3.
damage. I thought you weren't resistant to force. Oh no, psychic.
The only resistance I have, I don't have a psychic.
Yeah.
Because of the bear totem.
Right. So 3, and that was the sword. And he's gonna take out his whip.
Man, people should be so happy I'm not a Kalash jar right now. You know that?
He takes 7 points of piercing.
Is that-
And his whip turns into sort of this vine-like. Let's see here. Make a melee. No attack. Attack hits the creature. Takes 1d6 piercing.
Wait, that's an action just like his short sword attack, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at that
It
now.
is.
No, yeah,
Oh.
but I've made. he has a special whip that I've made, and he gets 2 attacks. So I've made his
Oh.
whip I didn't know how to make it an actual weapon, so I just used that as the weapon, and that's the effects of his weapon. But a large or smaller creature, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer, but that's not going to do anything. So you just take the 3 piercing, and let's see here. So for 2 weapon, he's good. And as a bonus, he's going to pull out this sort of vial from under his belt, and he sort of coats his sword or dagger with it, and that'll be EOT for Flisto. Next up is Tobias. Seeing you charge in and attack Nurmak, he's going to strike at you. And let's see here. That'll be normal. And he gets 2, so beak and claw.
Both hit.
No, I think just the 19. She shouldn't have been at advantage. I don't think 13 hits you, does it?
No, not 13.
Just the
No.
beak hits you. And you take 8 points of piercing.
Yep.
Next up, we have Vicken.
Now you said my attacks are disadvantage, right?
Yes, and ability checks, correct.
Well,
And
looks like I'm recklessly attacking, so I can get a normal attack out.
perfect.
Gonna hit Flisto.
Okay. Yep. A 19 hits. As you strike true with your greatsword, standing at 7 foot 11 inches tall, you come striking down with this hammer fist attack, and you deal 9 points of damage to Flisto.
And then as a bonus, he's gonna grab Flisto again, and this time, he's gonna point it right at the gorilla, be like, "Go ahead, hit your man." You want to say?
Oh no.
Ah,
Let's see, where are you?
well, that's some weakness.
Oh, you just managed to pick him up. And where are you tossing him? Into the...
Oh, he's not even tossing. He's grappling him, and he's holding him like by his neck, and he's pretty much holding him hostage in front of the gorilla,
Okay, nice. So
and using his entire muscle mass.
his speed will become 0, and he cannot benefit from any bonus to his speed, which he would have had with the spell he cast earlier, so that's good. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated, which
And
is
then he's gonna yell to the others, "Screw the animals! Just injure them!"
Okay, so his speed is 0 for now.
These animals are pissed.
Is that EOT for you, Vicken?
Yep, because he's pissed off, and he's just like, "Screw the animals!" Other than the brown bear, of course.
Alright, Zephy, you're up.
Alright, noticing that I probably shouldn't just be trying to fix this just yet, I'm going to use Healing Word level 2 on the barbarian that is grappling. He'll get 10 health.
Nice. That's what I need. I'm at from 17 to 27. Woot.
Yeah, I thought about hold pursing him, but so you get critical hits on him, but it's not worth.
I already have him.
Yeah, but that doesn't give critical hits. He's not paralyzed.
True.
And then for my action, oh boy, what am I gonna do for my action? I'm just
And you
going.
can hold the gorilla from, trying to hit at me.
Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna stay here. EOT.
EOT? Okay, Violet, you are up.
Okay, so hearing him say to go ahead and injure the animal, and I seen him, he's grappling the dude and facing the gorilla. I can't really shoot the dude. So I'm gonna try hitting shooting at Tobias.
Okay. Give me a weapon attack. Or I guess do you want to use your bonus for steady aim and fire at Tobias?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
You get a sneak attack. Do it. That's a big
I
hit.
did as well. That hits, dealing 7 points of piercing. Give me the sneak, 2d6.
Oh, I clicked it, but I didn't go for it. Clicked the wrong spot, that's why.
Oof. I mean,
Damage
least
is
it's not-
damage.
Yep. So as you take a knee and you aim your arrow, you let it launch, and it hits Tobias, this massive owlbear. You manage to hit it somewhere in the back. You can hear it sort of screech. It didn't sort of sound like it was in too much pain. It just sounded like it enraged it a little bit. That was your bonus. That was your action. Is there anything else for you, Violet?
I'll intern here.
Okay.
Go for Tobias, because Nermac is paying me in Tobias.
Yeah. All right. So next up is Sam the ape. I'll be right back. I gotta get a drink for this.
Yeah. Make my day and hit the Beastmaster. Do it.
You're yelling, ape.
I like how I'm not having to actually do anything.
We have 4 animals in the Beastmaster.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, sweet. So, Sam is up, the ape, and let's see here. He's going to strike. Do you still have that reckless thing on that gives me advantage, Vicken?
That's a possibility.
How long does that last for?
Oh, he already reckless attacked.
Until the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Until the start of my turn.
Okay, so I'm still good then.
Do you need me to post it?
No, I just scrolled up and read. I just didn't
Oh,
know
okay.
how long it lasts. All right, so till the start of your next turn. So I got 2 fist attacks. These ones no longer have any poison.
Oh,
So,
2 hits.
does he?
About the fact that I'm holding Flisto right in front of the gorilla. What would that do?
I think I'll get. If he's grappled, he won't have disadvantage, but he'll get a dexterity save.
Shite.
Sheesh.
So even though you're sort of grappling him because you're so big, the ape won't intentionally hit his master, and so he sort of worms around a little bit, and the ape is able to sneak in these 2 fist attacks with precision, dealing 4 and 7, but that's going to be 2 and 3, so 5 total for bludgeoning. And the saber-tooth
Fucking
tiger
poison.
neck.
The fucking poison is what's ruining me right now.
Do you get
Because
a,
of the whole disadvantage.
do you get a
Ugh.
con save, or is there no con save on it?
Is there only one con save for just one con save in general?
You know, there would have been more, but
Oh.
this is a particular type of poison.
Great.
Actually had, yeah, he's got a background in poison. He's a piece of shit. You're gonna find out eventually what's going on here.
No need. If we kill him, then
Yeah, you'll figure it out. But these 2 attacks hit. I think the 18 and 19 from the saber-toothed tiger, and
Oof.
that'll be 5 and 6. So 11 points of damage as the saber-toothed Joanna lunges at you, and it sort of jumps onto your back, digs its claws into you, and then pierces into your shoulder blades with its sharp fangs. Next up,
well,
we have
it's
Nerf.
been good, but I think I'm gonna die already. Wow.
So I'm gonna try and disarm his whip with my whip.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to give you advantage on that because Vicken has him grappled. So give me a whip attack. Fuck. Okay, I would say that you're not going to do any damage with that. We'll call it a bonus action with your whip, and you've disarmed his whip. You have it latched on, and I imagine you either throw it away or you reel it back to yourself.
I'm pulling it back to me.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that you've acquired this whip. You can add it onto your character sheet. He'll be disarmed of it, and it's called a Blackthorn Whip.
And it gives a person another attack, you said, doesn't it?
No. This character gets 2 attacks, just like any other sort of
Oh,
creature.
okay.
It gets
And
2
then-
attacks, but its whip, I didn't know how to change the stats into just actual weapon, so I just took the cantrip one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Still trying to learn how to do making NPCs and figuring all that shit out on Roll20. So, Nurmak, you successfully used your bonus. You've acquired this Blackthorn Whip. What would you like to do now? You have standard, you have movement.
I'm gonna go to attack the guy again,
Okay?
as in with my sickle.
Yep.
Jesus
that hits.
Christ.
You do 9 points of slap damage. Alright. Can I get a D100 from you, Nurmak?
100.
Shit. So what did we say for attunement was plus 70? Above
Yeah.
70? Okay, can I get 2d6 from you, Nurmak?
Wait. What?
Okay. Minus 5. Nurmak, as you strike with your sickle, this sort of connection between you and the weapon has bonded, and you can see that the sickle lights up and flames grow across the entire blade in that arc that your sickle takes shape as you deal an extra 5 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Anything else for you, Nurmak? Oh, it's Nurmak. On your character sheet, can you put 1 out of 6 next to your sickle? Just in brackets, anywhere really on your sheet if you just want to keep track of that.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, I kind of miss the old penis of my bard. my stats right now aren't very good to where I'm OP. This is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're taking
My-
on an army right now.
pretty much, yeah. I took on a whole turn of damage by myself, so.
Man, dude, your character is fucking OP. Is that easy for you, Nurmak?
Not not terribly.
Fifi is up, and that is going to be a strength check to break.
Fifi
through the
no, Fifi, stay inside. Bad Fifi.
broken. And it is going to strike at you, Nurmak. As this panther breaks through the fishing net that you threw at him, it breaks through, lunges out at you with a claw and with a bite.
Claw hits.
Claw hits.
Wait, so who's it attacking?
3 slashing damage to you, Nurmak.
Oh.
Next up we have Flisto, who no longer has his fucking whip.
You know, the only reason my character is alive right now is because I raged.
Yep.
And I'm going to strike at you, Vikin, with this dagger or short sword.
Uh-huh.
Hits. And you take an extra 5. Oh no, wait, you're only taking 2 of each. 2 poison and 2 piercing.
Uh-huh.
You must be close to
I don't
going
have
down.
My whip.
Bro, I got
So
7
that's-
HP right now.
After that?
So let's see.
What?
After that attack?
Yeah, I was at 11. Remember, I take half damage from anything
I know.
other than psychic.
I know.
Except for cold damage. That's like a quarter of what I would have because of traits.
Yeah.
Okay, Okay, so for my second attack, you can see that the Beastmaster is sort of huffing and puffing, and his eyes are already black, but they actually start to enlarge, and you can see there's foam dripping out of his mouth. His fingernails seem to grow and enlarge and sharpen. So
Oh,
does his
come
teeth.
on.
Goes to strike at you, Vicken.
Uh-huh.
And I believe the 22 hits,
Uh-huh.
and you'll take 12 points of acid damage.
Uh-huh.
After he strikes, you can see his fingernails begin to recede and his eyes sort of begin
Do you have
to...
resistance to acid, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yes,
Let's take
everything but psychic I have resistance
So-
to at the moment.
So you have 1 hit point left.
Uh-huh. Unless Tobias manages to hit me.
Tobias is probably going to go after somebody else, though.
That'll be EOT for Flisto. Tobias is up. Tobias is going to strike at Nurmak. And let's see, Tobias.
Hmm.
Both hit.
8 and 13. 20... What is that? 22?
Hold.
21,
I'm
sorry.
going to cutting words at 8
21.
piercing damage
Nurmak.
with a
Oh,
D6.
you're reducing damage?
Yep. So he takes 5 less damage.
So instead of 21, you'll be taking 16.
Yes.
Perfect.
Alright. As you can hear the words of Zephy through the jumble of combat, and Tobias seems to be disoriented by whatever she's sort of murmuring, just sort of reducing the damage that you've taken,
Oh.
saving you from...
What I'm doing, she knows all the mating calls for all the animals, and she's doing that.
Oh god.
Next up we have Vicken.
Vicken's pissed off. He's gonna chuck Flisto right at Sam as a bonus action.
Bonus action, strength check. You successfully grab him and throw him into Sam.
Well, I already technically was still holding on to it because I'm not incapacitated.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So
And-
you're just tossing him?
Uh-huh, and then he's going to recklessly attack Flisto because he's still mad.
Is he going to be going prone from not from throwing him into him, or no?
Good question.
What the heck, man? Well, I'm going down.
Are you gonna leave him prone with that throw?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. So we'll leave him prone.
Well, I missed, so I'm going down this turn.
No, you're
worries.
not.
And Vicken, is there anything left for you? Because you did bonus and strength.
Nope,
and
nothing.
standard. Okay, hold in position. Zephy, you're up.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and healing word level 2 on Vicken for 13 more health.
13 health up to Vicken now.
Yeah, that's a turn's worth of HP.
You can hear the mating call of the Goliath kind, and you feel yourself.
There's no mating called the Goliath kind. Goliath speak because I doubt any of them actually speak giant.
I think someone does actually in our team.
Violet might. I wouldn't be surprised. I can tell you that Flisto does.
Of course he does.
Yeah. All right.
And
Zephy,
that's-
anything else for you on your turn?
I'm going to look at the brown bear. I'm going to attempt to get it to attack Flisco.
Give me an animal handling check with advantage.
Whoop! I didn't have advantage on there. Fuck.
Why would you do that when he told you to take care of the animal?
13.
Okay, the animal is more comfortable and trusting with you as a result of Vickin's spirit animal and connection with it. It listens to your command, and it's
Oh
gonna
boy.
go immediately as a result of your turn. It's gonna go in and strike with advantage at Flisto.
Wait, I didn't need to recklessly attack for advantage, did I?
Mm,
You know what?
For
Because
what? When you have him
oh
grappled?
yeah, wait, then the normal because of the no because I threw him into prone. I don't know why even
When he's in prone, yeah, but I believe you attacked first, did you not? 'Cause
after. No, I threw him and then attacked.
Okay.
I don't know. You know, I had reckless or advantage because it's still neutral. So never mind. I'm not recklessly attacking, so there's no advantage for them. Negate that piece.
hey, he hits.
Let's find out. The only thing that hit, I believe, was a claw
Yep.
for 11 points of slashing.
And if he attacks that
The
bear,
juvenile brown bear runs forward and claws at him and bites. He can't get much, but one claw really sinks in, and you can hear Flisto sort of hurl in pain.
yeah, I figured it better for him to run in and attack him because he respects your bearness, and he doesn't
Yeah,
want you to
okay.
die.
EOT for you, Zeppi?
That would be EOT.
I mean, you could have led the bear into the forest, but you know.
You're up.
You want a bear to ride, don't you?
So how much do you have of Vicken?
14 HP.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna move up to Vicken and give him the last health potion I
You
have.
better be careful, because now you're in range of that saber tooth.
What level is your health potion that you're getting?
It's just a regular health potion. That's what I have typed in.
Okay, just normal. So
Yeah.
automatically you're gonna get 10 points of health, Vicken, and you can dock that off your character sheet. But
Sweet! I'm back to kind of normal levels.
And then she can still go in and attack him with her
bonus
weapon.
action,
Disengage.
anything else for you, Violet?
I moved 15, so I can
Do you have disengage? Oh wait, as an action you can disengage. If that was your bonus action.
That was her
Disengage
bonus.
and go back into the go hide. Disengage and go hide.
But why
Because
does
if you disengage, they don't get an attack of opportunity.
So yeah, I guess I'll disengage, but I moved 15, so I can only move
Once you have another 15?
another 15. I guess I'll move back to where I was at.
Okay.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, disengage, and I'll move
You
back.
won't have an attack, but it's definitely worth it.
All right.
Not to get hit.
Seeing the barbarian surrounded by all these enemies and just being smothered with attacks, you find a pocket that you manage to quickly and agilely make your way through. You administer this potion to Vicken as you pop the cork off the vial. He chugs it quickly, and he tells you to get out of there. You find yourself sort of dodging and dashing as you make your way back to the corner of the building. Next up, we have Sam the ape, who is going to strike at the juvenile brown bear.
Oh no.
I forget what their AC is. Holy shit.
I think both are going to hit.
I'm going to cutting words the 14.
Okay.
Roll d6. 1. It only goes down by 1. Fuck.
But they both still hit. And the bear is going to take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as he's smothered with a barrage of flying fists from this angry ape. And next up is the saber-toothed tiger, who is going to attack you, Vicken.
Of course. No advantage!
No advantage. And that'll be... There you are.
That's a miss, and that's a hit.
Alright. Claw strikes you for 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Next up, we have Nurmak, surrounded by a giant owl bear and a menacing panther.
Well, after getting struck the other time, Nurmak is going to go into a rage.
Beauty.
There you go.
Two raging barbarians.
And then he's also going to go into relentless attack, and he's also going
There you go.
frenzy.
A frenzy.
You have frenzy? What?
And he's going to go for if I step up, do they still get opportunity to attack? Or I'm
No.
still in range, right? Yeah, so I'm just step up. I'm going to go for the big guy, for the main guy again.
Okay, sweet.
But you have to use
If
a
you do
bonus
so for
action.
the duration of your rage, you can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after this one. When your rage ends, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion. Holy shit. Okay, so
Not extra attack, but
Nurmak.
next attack, I got 2 attacks.
Yeah, you kind of went Super Saiyan here as you're yelling into this rage, and then you go into a level beyond of Super
But
Saiyan 2.
he
By
can't-
the way, you don't need to reckless attack on him.
By the
Don't
way,
reckless attack on him.
by
You
the
don't need to.
hold up, guys. He can't frenzy this
Yes.
turn.
I activate this turn, but I don't get until next turn.
Yeah,
I
but
see.
don't reckless attack. You already have advantage on him.
Why do I have advantage on him already?
He's prone.
He's on the ground.
Oh, prone. Okay, then I don't recognize
Don't.
the attack.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, hold on. Maybe I'm
Still in a
misreading this,
frenzy.
but starting when you choose this path at 3rd level, you can go into a frenzy when you rage. If you do so for the duration of your rage, you can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Sounds like you can do it now.
After this turn, you get your bonus action.
My bonus
I see.
action becomes a regular attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
But rage doesn't take up an action. Rage is just raging.
Rage
Yeah,
takes a bonus
exactly.
action.
Okay.
Rage takes
Does
a bonus
it?
action.
Yes.
Yeah,
Huh.
very
Okay.
good.
Good to know. So you
And 4.
you rage and then you go into a frenzy, but you're gonna give me an attack with advantage because you're striking Flisto, who's in prone. Oh god, that hurts. Oh
Fine.
wow, that's hilarious. Same with damage.
Either way, it's 9 damage.
9 damage.
Do I get a D100 roll?
You do get a D100 roll.
Oh, no.
2d6. Oh, fuck off. I can feel I'm feeling these blows. I can feel the burn on that one. So, never mind. As you rush forward, you sort of break between this owl bear and this panther. You have your eyes dead set on your target. You're enraged. And as you strike down with your sickle, it lights up with flame as it's hovering above your head. And as you strike down, you slice him for 9 points of damage, and you can see that he has actually lit up on fire, taking 9 points. And what hair he had left, he's looking like Anakin from Revenge of the Sith.
Which means he's close to dead. Okay.
Nurmak, is there anything left for your turn?
I think that's it.
Okay, Fifi's up, and seeing you attack, he's going to strike at you. And that's normal with a bite and a claw. I just think the bite hits you, right?
Yep.
Okay, bite hits you. You're gonna take 4 points of piercing because you're resistant as you're raging. Listo is up, and he's going to spend his movement to stand.
Uh-huh.
Come on. Alrighty. Oops, wrong button. Okay. And let's see here.
Just so you know, at the end of this, Vickens is not going to be too happy with Marty.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike.
Great.
And no attacks of opportunity, but I have advantage on a weapon attack. And he's going to strike at you, Vicken. Oh, it didn't coat with poison, so we're just gonna get you an attack.
That hits.
5
I'll
points
take
of
5.
piercing,
I'm glad I gave you that potion.
and he's going to use
You
his
don't say.
second attack. Oh, sorry. I don't think that one has advantage. So it'll
I was
just
gonna say.
be, it'll just be an 18. Does that hit?
Which one? 17?
18?
Yes,
No,
because I only have
yeah,
15.
it doesn't have advantage, but it's still.
I have 15 AC. Everything hits.
Okay, three points of piercing, and then he's gonna use his movement.
So wait, did you say once before the spell ends? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
His movement speed though, because he lost half getting up.
He also got 30 feet though. However. Okay.
You're right.
Wait.
Thank you, Nurmak. And what is his total movement? Oh, I get an extra 5. Okay, excellent. So that's Flisto EOT. Tobias is up, and he's going to strike at you, Nurmak.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I was doing it wrong, but I'm supposed to have a blueprint in order.
Both miss.
Ooh, both misses?
Yep. 16.
Yep. Oh. All right, and Vic, and you are up.
Let's see what I got. I could move there, but then again, I have these.
Well, the bear's not
noise-
attacking you.
Yeah, but Fifi is right there.
Yeah.
All right, screw it. He's gonna recklessly attack the saber tooth.
Okay.
So a normal hit coming up because of the freaking poison.
I wonder how long it lasts.
Wait, don't I get Constitution for that?
No,
Hmm.
it's a special poison.
All right,
Yeah.
duh.
You already did the one.
There it is. There it is. Take that. Suck on that.
Oh lord. What's that? 18, 20 points of damage. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Straight to the saber tooth.
That's what happens when great sword crits.
Yeah, Vic, and you let out this savage war cry, and as you slice with this massive greatsword, mind you, you're just wielding it with one hand because you're just this massive barbarian. You strike true, and you hit it right across the face. You can see blood splatter. The thing whimpers as it takes 20 points of slashing damage.
As a bonus, he's gonna try to grab the saber-tooth tiger and throw it at Flisto.
Okay, give me strength.
Cause he's mad, you know.
Oof.
Ah!
You try to grab it, but the cat is very agile, and it sort of dodges your grip.
Okay, well, that's my turn.
Next up, we have Zephy.
Alright, as seeing as this the bear is being assaulted by his former ally, I am not too happy with that. But I'm not happy with him escaping either. I'm going to go up to here behind this thing while I was trying to focus on the bear. I'm going to tell the juvenile bear, hey, push it this way while I try to flip it behind me. I'm going to.
Yeah,
So I'm.
playing with advantage.
Okay. 12.
All right. It's not quite understanding, but as you get into position, it just goes into its instincts and charges at the ape.
And I'm going to grab it with my bonus action and suplex it. While.
Hey!
Unfortunately, it wasn't able to get a good hold on the ape. So
Well, it distracted it long enough.
you can give me a strength check.
Now, would it be in flanking? Do I get advantage?
For bonus actions, no. It's just strictly based on your strength.
Oh.
I would say if the bear got that strength check, then I would have given you advantage.
Yeah, I
for
don't.
going with
I
the
don't.
higher.
I
But
don't flip it.
unfortunately, this animal is very strong.
You know, this wasn't a very fair fight to start.
Okay.
But then again, it is a certain bard's fault for the animals coming out.
I didn't expect this to turn out the way it did either.
Well, this is what happens when a character arc happens, you know, a character introduction happens, and then a certain other character just comes out and ruins it.
So you know what?
Bard.
No, I'm not ruining anything. I'm going to let's see. What is the description of this spell? I want to read it.
Oh, whole person.
Concentration. Choose a humanoid that you can see within range, which is 60 feet.
I'm
The target
going
must
to.
make a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
I'm going to say stop right there, and use hold person.
What's the spell save DC?
15, wisdom.
Okay.
Ah, crap.
Well,
Please don't tell me this guy has...
he fails. He had a 6 in wisdom too.
Oh.
So he
Oh.
so he rolled a 2.
Huh.
Okay, so the Philisto seems to be paralyzed, frozen in place. He's pretty much incapacitated. He cannot move or speak. Automatically failed strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against them have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of that creature. So Philisto's completely frozen in place.
Yeah.
Alright.
How much movement did I use to
Well,
get
at least
behind?
he can't bark orders to the animals.
I'm going to go use my last bit of movement to go here. I'm gonna EOT right here.
Violet, you're up.
Oh, no.
Okay, so the advantage should be on a certain amount of feet.
If you get in within 30 feet of them, it's advantage, and if you hit, is a crit.
You hit him!
30
It has.
feet.
It has.
Just do it!
You-
Steady aim!
Well,
You
the
have
crit.
to be within 5 feet of them to have that.
Oh.
She has enough movement to get there.
Yes, I
Have
do.
enough movement to get there.
So I have to be in 5 feet. He's 30, so I have to move by.
You just have to get to there with 25. So you can sidestep him, and then that go that direction, so you don't get up attacked.
So yeah, I guess I'll move. I have to be.
My bad.
I don't. I'll be out.
Gosh
I'll be
darn
out
it!
with my bow. Then.
Are you? Wait, but you won't get the crit.
I don't...
No, I won't.
You have a rapier,
It's-
don't you?
I have a short sword. Yes.
Well,
Listen.
that works.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. She
Okay.
can sneak attack him. It's good enough.
So what are you doing, Violet?
I guess I'll move over to where he's at so I can get the crit.
Okay.
And
Oh no. But you actually have to hit him!
She gets advantage
Steady
though. She has advantage already. He's
She would've
paralyzed,
gotten that with steady aim though.
but he's
I believe.
automatically advantage with while he's paralyzed.
Okay.
So she can bonus action disengage afterwards.
You could
Okay.
give me an attack with advantage.
She has no movement.
Just she.
I have 5 feet of movement.
Okay. She has 5 feet of movement.
That's about it.
Go for it. Because no one wants to listen to me.
And it's a crit.
That's a hit.
Okay. An automatic crit.
So another d6.
So I roll d6.
Yeah. And because you have advantage, I need 2d6.
Will her sneak
Oh.
attack
So-
double as well and die?
No, you're gonna give me 1d6 for the crit. So give me 1d6. And now you're gonna give me 2d6 for sneak.
All right. Suck it.
But doesn't the snake die also get the
They're
critical
2d6.
effect? Oh, I see what you're doing. You're having to roll a
Yep,
separate.
That's why I need another 2d6.
Okay.
Suck it! Woo!
So,
I do believe he's dead.
that'll be 16,
Oh.
20 points of damage.
Oh, I so fucking hope he's dead. Yes!
Dead.
Describe your attack, Violet.
Oh god.
Z for Zoro his chest and end it.
Sure. But maybe a Z at the head.
No, I need that head! Do not destroy the head!
Okay, at the chest
Alright, so Violet, as you approach this Beastmaster who seems to be frozen and stiff, you slash it once, you slash it twice, you carve up this wicked V in its chest, just gouged, and you can see, even though they're completely paralyzed, that the life has left their eyes, and they're sort of standing there frozen in place. Anything else left for you on your turn?
then.
'Cause you still have bonus, I believe.
Yeah, I still have bonus. But I don't think I can really do much besides disengage to 5 feet, but.
Yeah, you can do that.
Just disengage.
Disengaging,
Disengage.
no
It
5
depends
feet.
on the animal's reactions to the death of their master.
See, I'll disengage to 5 feet. I guess.
Okay, excellent.
Hell, you might all
Alright, is that
fucking
you,
rush her.
Violet?
Yeah, it's in a turn.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay. As you do so, the life that has left Flisto's eyes, Nurmak, you can see the eyes of the owlbear and the panther. Vicken, you can see the eyes of the saber-tooth, and Zephy, you can see the eyes of the ape that were all once a very deep black have restored and returned to normal. The animals seem confused and exhausted.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah. That makes 5 of us. The animals and me. So, seeing as they're confused, you know, Vicken's gonna grab the saber tooth by the ears very gently, and he's going to start a 10-minute ritual. A 10-minute ritual! If the beast stays right there.
Yeah, the animals are completely sort of disoriented.
As it takes 10 minutes because I believe it's a ritual, but I will be able to speak to all the animals in the vicinity, depending on their intelligence, I believe. I don't know.
And verbally communicate with with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, yeah. But at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. You might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you at the DM's discretion. Okay, so you're gonna spend about 10 minutes. So while you're doing this, what are the rest of the party members doing?
I
Alright.
immediately walk over to Hassan and I take his head. I take it.
Did he have
Okay.
arrows on him?
He did not. Oh, he did have a quiver of arrows. Yeah, he did. So give me a d20. You collect 2 arrows, and both are tipped with a very potent poison. If you
Also-
wanna give me a nature check.
She should spend some time recovering the arrow she shot.
I probably should. A nature check.
I mean, you got 10 minutes for me casting a ritual. So,
Alright.
Violet, you have adventured enough before, but you have no idea. You've never come across a poison like this.
I could look at it, but I want to start repairing this damn wagon.
you would!
What?
Nurmak, you successfully cut off the head of Flisto. You can add that to your character sheet.
All right. Can I look
Can
at
I
the
try to?
whole?
Also, like search him for anything else that is on him.
Ooh. Go ahead.
Give
Can
me
I
an
try
investigation
to?
check. Okay, so it'll be just regular, so 14. And give me a D100. You find 230 gold pieces. And you find a very unique book. Its condition is pristine. And it has an eye, and the outline of the eye is like the eyelashes, if you were, but they're in the form of like a bear claw or like a bear paw footprint.
Okay. Like book of there.
Yeah, you can just put mystery book.
All right.
You'll have to spend time to identify this book.
Can I attempt to tell what kind of poison this is?
So
Yeah, just give me one sec, cause
I take it I would
this person's got quite a
immediately
bit of stuff
recognize
on
that
their
book, right?
person.
Okay, hold up.
You know the book, yeah, because it matches the contract, to the description that's on the contract.
Well, good.
But Nurmak, you find a hunting trap, scale mail, hempen rope, 50 feet.
Hey, maybe that's a whip. I
No, he already acquired the
know.
whip.
It was a joke.
Yeah. and you find 10 rations, 10 water skin.
Haha!
Perfect.
Okay.
By the way, I just
And,
shared that from roll from Beyond 20 because I have the Beyond 20 thing. So
Jesus.
what?
Oh. Nurmak, you also find a message. So it's just like a piece of parchment. And the message is a message from Giledas, urgent, requesting help from Neverwinter. It's the same message that was finally received when you guys were in the Great City. So it seems to you that he either found a messenger that died and took this message, or he himself was a messenger trying to deliver it.
Okay.
But it seems to you that he has either been to Giledas or he just found this.
We're going to Giledas, right?
Yeah, you
Yes.
guys are headed to Giledas to try to save that town from whatever's terrorizing it.
Well,
That's
he
not bad.
well,
There were many messengers that tried to go to Neverwinter with this message, and many failed, and only one of them really made it. So who's
Okay.
to say he didn't find one lying on the path, or he himself came from Gilead? It's unknown.
he could have
He
killed him.
happens to have a note on him.
He could have been what's
Yeah.
killing people.
Zephy, you wanted to know if you could identify the poison?
Yeah.
I need a nature check.
15.
Okay, so you have a lot of experience with alchemy, and you were raised by Jandar, who is a fairly experienced alchemist. You know that this poison is it's almost a combination of magic as well, as it sort of has this curse effect to it. In order to cure this poison, you will have to you have to find the antidote. You don't have the skill to make one, but you know that there isn't a way to make it. So you know that either an experienced alchemist would be able to concoct the antidote if they have the right ingredients, or you can purchase it if available. Generally, this kind of thing is on the black market. And you also know that the result of this poison turns you into an animal.
Wait, what?
Well, that was pretty much what he used on me. A piece
Okay,
of crap.
I look at Vicken.
You think of now you come to the realization, Zephy,
Mhm.
that all these animals they had names, and the only one that didn't was the juvenile brown bear.
And it's the only one that
Oh.
wasn't listening to commands.
Oh
Yeah.
my word.
Okay, before I go to start fixing the wagon, I'm going to go over to Marty and say, I'm sorry to tell you, but all these animals, besides the juvenile brown bear, were once people. He has a poison that turns people into animals, and he could control them with a curse.
Well, who would have thought? This whole time I thought Flisto was a stand-up guy.
Yeah, you don't come across this poison normally. You can only find it on the black market. The only reason I know about it is my father is a very skilled alchemist, and he knows about this type of stuff because he's had to make cures before. So I'm thinking that these animals need to be taken to Phandalin, and then get my father to make the cures to return them back to normal.
He has his arms crossed over his chest, and he nods his head, and he says, "Well, the least I could do for you is provide you with some assistance. You're welcome to spend the night here free of charge. It's on the house. And I'll tell you what, I got an old horse. She ain't what she used to be, but I imagine her last days would be better off with you than just stuck around here. So if you
Yeah.
can get that wagon going, she's all yours."
All right.
Yeah, and the terms and condition is Viking doesn't slice his head off immediately.
No, he's actually giving us. No, he's giving us the horse.
It doesn't matter. Vickett is pissed off right now. I don't know if you can tell.
Zeffy says, "Shut up." He's giving us the horse. Out of
As
free
relaxed
charge.
as he looks right now, because he's in middle of a ritual,
Mhm.
he's gonna be pissed when he gets out.
Can I
Okay.
give some alchemy to the juvenile brown bear?
Pardon me?
Can I give some elk meat to the juvenile brown bear?
You can. Give me an animal handling check. It takes it, and you can see that it's been very hungry. And Nurmak, could I get a perception check from you, please, with advantage?
Oh no!
Nurmak, as you see Violet holding out her hand with some elk meat and feeding this brown bear, you recognize it's almost like a deja vu, where you recognize that this brown bear was the same one that you interacted with on the trail not too long ago. A couple nights past.
Okay.
All right.
Oh great!
All right.
I would say, Vicken, that your ritual is concluded at this point. And so, with the saber-toothed tiger, what would
And
you?
The only person that he can't talk to right now is the owlbear, because the owlbear is the only non-beast.
Right.
Pretty sure. Yeah, the owlbear is a monstrosity.
Yeah.
He's gonna look at all the animals and be like, I guess none of you are actually animals, but you're human. Or whatever you were before you were turned.
Yeah. You can, if you're communicating with Joanna, you can hear the voice of a woman. It's hard to make out what she's saying, other than she's pleading for help, and that she's confused and distressed.
Listen, we will be heading to Neverwinter. You're all coming with us.
You get
Apparently,
a bit of a
we can-
glimpse, Vicken, a vision, if you will, of this woman who was taken from her home, and the only thing you can see is that she's strapped down onto this table with leather straps, and the last thing she sees is the hovering face of Flisto, pale skin, black eyes, and his hair just
Keep telling me more. Okay. So after that, he's gonna go over to the bear, and he's gonna be like, "You're free to go if you want, bear.
Me animal handling check.
I mean, he can already speak to it, so I mean, if you really want me to animal check
Does the
it,
ritual just go for all animals, or just the one that you were in?
it's a duration of 10 minutes. I can communicate with beasts. It just says with
Okay.
beasts.
Okay.
If you want me to
again,
handling it, I can.
Yeah, you sort of get. This is a interesting sort of vision that you receive from this bear. Is you can see in its mind one of its memories, and you can see a very peculiar angle from the base of this bush, and it's very limited vision as it's sort of hiding within this bush, and you can see Nurmak striking with its sickle upwards, cutting open the mother bear that was, yeah, the parent of the juvenile brown bear.
Oh, great. Yeah, just keep adding towards the anger that. So before he does any of that, he's going to walk over here and grab this giant rock.
All right. While he's walking by, I want to say, hey, if we should go to Phandalin where my father is. He can actually cure all of them and turn them back to human.
We'll get there. He's gonna grab this rock. Do you need me to make any checks?
Yeah, give me a strength check. You successfully pick up this massive boulder.
He's gonna like it. If you guys ever watch Attack on Titan, it's pretty much like Eren Yeager when he grabs a giant boulder while he's in Titanfall.
No,
And he's bringing it. He's bringing it all the way over here, and he slams it right on Fisto's body since the head is gone.
Well, we will say that there's a boulder there now, and a
Oh,
pool
yeah.
of blood sort of seeps into the ground around it.
And he looks to Nurmak. That head is the bounty, and if you have that book, that's going back to Candlekeep.
What is the bounty?
We'll discuss that on the way.
I reach down and I put my hand in the blood and I take it and I put it across my chest.
You can take a point of inspiration, Nurmak, if you don't already have one.
Wow. And me not Eren Yeagering this guy? No, I'm just kidding. I don't need to.
Not quite. Because I have a feeling you're just going to be picking up boulders anytime you see one.
And he looks to Marty. You're lucky I don't destroy your place for housing this scumbag.
Norbeck points to the wall and says, "You did."
Intimidation check, Vicken.
All right. Wow. Of course, all of my skills are like 0s and 1s and 2s. That works.
You can see Marty as he sort of humbly apologizes and he's not looking for any trouble.
You know what? I think you're going to even house these animals inside of your bar for the night.
Place is yours. The least I could do.
Good.
Is there enough room in there?
Okay,
for all these
so
Yes, there is.
so while he's doing that, I'm going to begin getting all the pieces together, and using mending is going to take me hours to get this thing mended back together.
Especially after it being flipped by an angry critical. Didn't I crit that thing?
No, you just
No, I
flipped
didn't.
it.
Okay.
So,
looking
Zeppy,
at-
you'll be spending time on that. Yeah, Nurmak, go ahead.
Looking at that, she's starting to put the wagon back together, and it's gonna take a long time. I start walking towards the bar.
He looks to Nurmak. The bounty's 500 gold.
Nice.
I acknowledge that, and I say we'll split it. We'll split it 50-50. And I keep walking towards the bar, and I look over at Marty, and I say, "I have something to show you." And I walk into the bar. I go sit down at the bar table.
Marty will make his way around the bar, and he's
And-
you up a drink on the house.
While they're at it, Vicken is going to usher all the animals to the second floor.
I love it. That's wicked.
The animals deserve some warmth.
What about the black bear?
The
Where's
black bear's gonna be
Brown
sitting with me.
bear.
The brown bear's gonna be right with me.
oh the brown bear?
Um,
You did communicate to the animals that her father can cure them and turn them back to human, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Marty pulls out a key that he has around a small rope string around his neck, and he unlocks a cabinet from the bar, and he pulls out a very rich dwarven ale, and he serves it up, and he says, "This is the last I got, but it's the least I could do, and I think you deserve it." And he serves you up the entire casket. What do you want to show me, son?
I pulled out the map of the area that I had. I put it on the table and I asked him to fill in any missing parts he can.
Oh, by the way, as Viking is passing, he slams his map down that he has, and then he just walks back upstairs.
Okay. Because Vicken had a map of the southern region, correct?
Yes, because he's been through Baldur's Gate and Kennewick.
Exactly. Okay, sweet. So, Nurmak, beside you, you basically... I'm going to switch maps here so that you can see it. Oops. But Nurmak, you have this region. That's something that you basically started with.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I believe it was Vicken who dropped this one here. You can see where... Oh. Yeah, you should be able to see where Giledas is.
Giledas. What
Yeah.
letter does it start with? Oh, a G. Okay, it's right there.
Giledas. You can also see Candlekeep. And this is where Vicken was basically... He acquired that contract, so that's where he has to go. And you
Did
can see
mine
Baldur's
just not
Gate here.
change?
Okay.
So like, are we down? Are we down here or are we up here?
No, you guys are like way up here. So
Okay.
if you, I see what you're trying to do for him, filling out what you can. So he's gonna start taking your map and filling it where he can. So let me see if I can pull it up for you.
By the way, if I remember correctly, I once posted like a complete map of the Sword Coast and all of that. I think
On
it's
the
crazy.
chat?
Yeah,
Let me,
it
let me see if I can
was.
find it once again.
Yeah.
See if you can find it. That'd be wicked.
Yeah, there was
I'll
a.
get a complete one.
Yeah, it's in the chat. It's up there a little bit. I know it is.
Fair map. There we go. Give me one sec. Because this is like massive. It's Faerun, right? I'm not just smoking
Yes.
some weird weed.
Yeah, it's Faerun.
No.
Is it not Faerun?
No, it is Faerun.
Okay.
That's the continent.
Here you go. The lore map of the entire continent. It's crazy. If you want to see perspectives of where Neverwinter is and Baldur's Gate and Kimlet Keep, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
so-
yeah, it's
If you go
always.
onto- Stoked, if you go onto Discord,
Yeah. I see it.
where Ghost has just posted that,
Yeah. We're way.
A long ways away.
Yeah, we're way far.
Yeah, so you can see where Phandalin is and where Baldur's Gate is.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can assume that Marty has spent quite a bit of time to draw as best as he can the middle region. He doesn't have information like, a troll cave here or bandits camp there or some sort of weird things on the trail, but he has more or less the high road, the odd rivers and forests, and the main towns
Okay.
that at least he knows of.
But hey, at least if you're smart, you just follow one road from Neverwinter to Candlelit Keep. Or Candlelit Keep.
Exactly. Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
jeez.
Yeah, so you're basically just taking the high road, because even the high road changes to like the long way or whatever the road is called, and
Mhm.
yeah, it starts to change here and there. So at least you have a little bit more information.
All right.
Yeah, and that being said,
Mm-hmm.
I should probably mention, because you have Giledas on this map here, that there is a small token, and at least on you might not have it on this map particularly, but you have it on one of the maps that you found in the troll cave, and I believe it's in this direction. Right. Yeah, you should be able to see that.
Yep.
And that would be where the skull is on that hexagon for the
Okay.
devil's. And that's about 2-3 days traveling by foot that way.
Okay. Once you get down here.
Jesus. I say we go to Candlelit Keep first.
Exactly. So once you get all the way down to like Baldur's Gate, Candlekeep, and Giledas, if you head east for a little while, you'll end up getting there. And yeah, on the map that Ghost has provided for us on.
It really does help, like, especially
massive.
putting them together.
So
It
if
helps.
you look at, you see where he posted that map where we have Candlekeep, you can see Baragast, you
Yep.
can see Durlug's Tower, and then there's this Aldoon Trail and Green Nest.
Yep.
It's pretty much around the Green Nest region, but it's not a location that everyone has, so that's why it's sort of hidden, and that's why it's in Thieves' Cant, and there's that whole fire, it's sort of hidden with fire.
Okay.
So it's close to Green Nest, it's within the Green Fields kind of area.
All right. That works.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's quite a lot of adventuring, and that's why if you're going on foot, it's gonna take a while. But I see where Zephy has been trying to go with mending and getting at least, some wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wagon.
Yeah. But that being said, guys, I'm gonna calculate some experience.
No thanks to the giant barbarian, destroying it.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, guess what, guys? You get extra blankets with big animals. You're welcome.
I don't think I'm going to be able to take a long rest. It's probably going to take me all damn night. How long
That's
do
your
you
fault.
think it would take me to do this?
It's you guys got up sort of early morning around like 9-10. The wagon pulled up, and it's probably about 3-4 o'clock at this point.
Oh yeah, my guy's definitely sleeping.
Well, I immediately started doing it after we finished all this interactions.
So 2,700 XP.
Sweet. So we're at 5,400. Which means we level up.
You guys can go ahead and add that experience, and we won't take a long rest here, as it's only 3 or 4. So Zed will have to spend some time working on that. It'll probably be close to dark by the time you get finished. The rest of you guys can work on some downtime activities, or at least take note of, because I'm gonna end the session here.
No, my character's sleeping the entire time. There's no difference.
Well, that's good. That's all right. Then you can, you'll have that. If you want to throw in the long rest now, you can. But for the rest
Sweet.
of you guys, you can take a note as to what you might want to do during some downtime when we get back.
I have no downtime. I'm
And
using it.
You're very focused on your downtime, working on this.
You guys see that? Do you guys see that regain? Wait, you guys leveled up? already?
Yeah.
All right, you guys have experience that I don't have. Duh.
But don't we need a long rest level up, or just go ahead and do it?
If the 2700 gets you a level up, be my guest.
I didn't because I wasn't a part of the other.
Well,
nice.
you know what? I'm not a big fan of having that imbalance, but I am going to figure out a way to get you caught up. I think I'll come up with a more creative way that will tie you to the rest of the group and balance.
Nice.
Give me 1 sec, because I think I'm missing like 1100 XP.
Well, my sneak attack damage is now 3D.
You
What?
should. Well, let me ask Nurmak. What's your total XP?
7,900.
7,900.
I'm at 5400.
You should be at 7,900.
Okay.
I think that's how it works out because they're at level 4 and they have figured out the math.
We just got to level 5, yeah.
Nope, I'm taking the average. No, I am not taking that one.
Wait, what is mine? A D8?
Wait! Yes!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I take
Hey,
average.
Do you get fast movement as well?
Yep, and I also got an extra attack.
Nice, we're the same. We're the same.
My sneak attack damage is now 3d6.
Oh, sweet.
I'm at 78 Fury now.
Nurmak, Zephy, Violet, Vicken, all up to level 5.
Oh, sweet. I can attack 4 times in a turn now. That's
Oh
actually
my gosh.
And
That's
then I
fucking
got.
crazy.
I can get
Uncanny
2,
Dodge.
but at next level, my I can become the pack mule of the group because I'll literally be able to carry on me.
It's the horse. You can drag the
Oh.
dragon.
I literally could because I can literally just carry about right now it's about 470 80 pounds on me alone. At level 6 I'll double it, so I'll be able to carry nearly 1,000 pounds on me at a time, but I can lift almost 2,000.
So I have a spell that I think is going to come in handy.
Oh, did I mention I have a proficiency in land vehicles?
Oh, sweet.
So that cart, I have a proficiency with using. Woo!
I have uncanny dodge now, so I can use my reaction to have attacks damage against
That's
me.
right. Yeah, I played a rogue. That's sweet. I love that. Rogues are sweet.
What is it? What ability?
Uncanny dodge. When I attack
yes.
your that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have to attack damage.
Oh, I can't use that spell
What's
on
even
him.
funnier? A monk with that, I think it's Way of the Drunken Fist, that if a missile is sent at them, and then there's an ability where if they reduce the damage down to 0, they can send it back.
Yeah, that's right. I seen that.
Which is-
My buddy played that. Yeah, that was so much fun.
An Aarakocra monk is the most fun because it's a bird, but because of the fact that it's a bird, he gets like 25 feet of movement. But because as you get up in the monks, he gets increased speed. But you also have flying that you can add with that increased movement as well. So
I just thought of something. You know that Devil Syndicate?
Yeah,
I already have a plan when I get there.
sweet. Well, I know that Nurmak has the scimitar that belonged to a friend of Mum Silt, who is clearly a part of the Devil Syndicate, and I know that I want to say it's Zephy that has the coin.
I have the coin.
And and it's kind of interesting that Violet has the understanding of Thieves' Cant. So all 3 of you have sort of a piece of the puzzle here.
except for me.
Now you have the location.
Oh,
of it. And,
nothing
Vicky,
says I
you don't
can't
have
learn
it, but
Thieves'
Vicky,
Cant.
you
My
bring a
character doesn't
whole-
care.
I can.
But you bring a whole other element to the party because you
The
have
nature
you
element.
had the map of the southern region for Giledas, which is where everyone's trying to go. You
I
have a
also have
contract for 500 gold pieces for returning the
Yeah.
head, dead or alive, of Flisto, and another 500 for returning the art of the
Ooh,
book
crap! Right.
back to Candlekeep, if you can read.
Oh, you
He's only gonna tell. He only told Dermac about 500. So
That was for the head, yeah.
it wasn't unintentional either. It wasn't unintentional about lie.
I have no
That's
clue
the
of
head
the value of
and
the
the
book.
I believe.
Yeah, I don't know the value of the book. I just know that the head has a $500 bounty.
I gotta
Right.
learn Thieves' Cant from Rose now. Or me from Violet. I gotta do it
Actually,
now.
that's something I did want to mention to everybody was that, especially because Candlekeep has been brought up, and Viken's the only one who really knows, at least because he's like sort of been there. But I'm sure the rest of you would have heard of Candlekeep. But it's got the grandest library in the entire Sword Coast. So if studying and something like that is your interest, like Nurmak, Violet, Viken, or Zephy, you guys can spend downtime and read and learn or even practice things. Like if you joined a warriors guild or a thieves guild or alchemy or anything like that, like you can learn things like that. Like you could learn thieves camp.
Oh,
You could
and
learn how
but
to fight with great weapons. You could learn to increase your acrobatics and all that kind of stuff. It's like reading and exposure and experience and that kind of shit will develop your character. So it's just something to keep in mind. That's why downtime is so important in the game. As much as I love combat and I love developing encounters, it's so important to have a very well-rounded campaign so that you guys can try to, and even like say, I know maybe not so much for barbarians for developing armor, but I remember Fubar like learning how to blacksmith and learning how to, developing that skill. So even if it's not on your
he wasn't a
character sheet,
barbarian though.